has a good, strong arm. He's put Larry to the right, Rastetter to the left. He'll have 2 seconds to get the ball off before the pass rush. Here we go, first play.
What is that? I'm so blind.
Look at Bridge. She looks like she's been through a 20-game season. Her leg is wrapped, her hand is wrapped. Battle skull. Bob Conrad knows his team is in trouble. And now they're in 17-0, they're down. But he threw that pass too hard.
The wrong side of the red line could have been icing, but they wave it off.
Yeah, I thought that was icing to myself, Johnny. That was weird.
Ducks recover possession, and Trouba, watched by William Karlsson, throws it to center off the stick of Ross Johnston and quickly cleared away by Coughlin. Ducks bring it right back in, and Tim Washy throws it across the zone to the right corner. Ducks get the forecheck going. Ross Johnston got a bump on Theodore. Here's a breakaway pass, though. Marner in behind will score. Lacombe was trying to stick check him from behind, lifted his stick, but in doing so, he skated past the goal line. Marner kept possession in the crease and stuffs it home just 62 seconds in to Game 6.
What did we just witness? My, oh my. That is some of the best patience I have ever seen in tight on a play. What a stretch pass right on the twig of Mitch Marner, who's just to the inside of the offensive zone blue line for him, and he slows it down, putting it between the legs and tucking it in the far side.
Ducks' fourth line got caught deep in the zone trying to go for the hits. And despite getting a hit on Theodore, he was able to move the puck away, and the home run pass finds Marner. And the leading scorer in these Stanley Cup playoffs, Marner has his 7th. It's 1-0 Vegas.
Johnny, I'm not condoning Marner getting behind Lacombe there, but how about the stick lift? It was a good defensive play by Lacombe. That's just a testament to Marner.
Terry brings it into the Vegas zone, and Zellweger whips it wide in the middle of the ice, came off the end boards, and the Knights able to clear. So that took the life out of the building. Let's see if the Ducks can get these fans back into it as they wind it around the boards and back into the Vegas zone. Kolasar pestered by Karlsson and Terry, and the puck still loose in the near corner. Troy Terry gets to it, can't get it back to Leo Karlsson, and Dowd will reverse it away. The Knights will clear on a long pass by Hanifin that's redirected right on goal.
And that was a productive shift as far as staying in the offensive zone, but the Ducks, they can't afford to be in the offensive zone and not get a shot.
Karlsson picked his head up, nearly turned the puck over, but back comes VL across the line with McTavish. His shot is blocked, and he's wiped out into the corner. VL pursues the puck there. Colton Sissons for Vegas plays it away from him. And now brought back to center ice and lofted in as the Golden Knights will go for a change. Ben Hutton went right to the bench after playing it in, and now McTavish plays it between the legs in the zone to no one in particular. Karlsson beaten to the puck by Saad, who sent it right through the crease. So Anaheim looks a little shaky in the early going.
No, they 100% do. Oh, boy.
They get caught on a change, and here's Hurdle with a high drive fought off by Dostal, and it's in the netting above the high glass and out of play. So the Ducks need to both mentally and physically get involved in this hockey game. Over 2 minutes in, they might be just fortunate to be only down 1-0.
How about the difference, Johnny? Mitch Marner pulls off a move like that in a game of this degree. And then on the other side, you have the Anaheim Ducks, who are shaking in their boots a little bit, right? So they got to turn it around right now.
Face off to the right of Dostal, and it's Eichel to take the draw. Marner's goal assisted by William Karlsson and Shea Theodore at 1:02 of the first period. And it got real fast at Honda Center.
Well, Johnny, we're going to see that goal played over and over and over after the game for many days to come. That was an unreal goal by Mitch Marner.
Well, both teams talked about getting off to good starts, starting on time, all the cliches, if you will. But needless to say, it's Vegas that gets the quick start, and right off a face-off window, Afia rifles it over top of the net. Behind the net, Eichel still possesses, tries to center, comes all the way through to Anderson at the line. Goes left point to Hanifin, quick move, and Eichel's pass across, looking for a cutting weak side defenseman Anderson, but he couldn't corral it. Granlund run over on the end boards, loses possession of the puck. Killorn pops it into the middle, and the Ducks escape the zone. Granlund gets center red, and he'll chip and chase into the Vegas left corner. Got a hit on Hanifin as he reversed the puck away, and Anderson lofts it out.
And that's a tall sign of the nerves right there. I mean, Mikael Granlund usually tries to carry that puck into the offensive zone there, and he had 5 feet of gap to work with. He elects to chip and chase. Boy, Vegas, they came to play here tonight.
Carlson misses Seneca on a fairly easy neutral zone pass, and it's icing against the Ducks. 16:41 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Vegas. Anaheim still trying to find their first shot on goal. William Karlsson to oppose Leo Carlsson. In the ring to the right of Lucas Dostal. Needless to say, Carlsson wins the draw.
It's great.
Anaheim possesses the puck to center ice. Mityukov with it there. Ahead for Seneca. He tries to battle it through neutral ice. And a restart now for the Golden Knights. Theodore up the left boards off the stick of William Karlsson, and Anaheim recovers possession. Mityukov goes indirect off the boards for Viel, and coming late through the middle of the ice, it's lobbed in by Troy Terry. Around the wall, Howden with a little chip, and William Karlsson quick up, gets it to center. Here's Marner. Loses his balance and the puck at the blue line, but pushes it to the corner. William Karlsson follows up. Mityukov tries to clear. It's in the skates of Kreider. He didn't see it, and that allows Korzak to keep it in. Cole Smith drives down low, tries to center, but it went off a stick. Kept at the line, though, by Dowd. Fourth line out for Vegas. Kolasar delivers a big hit as it's cleared out of the zone by Mityukov.
That was a devastating hit. You want to talk about taking a hit to make a play. There it is right there.
Yeah, that was the definition of it indeed. Mityukov able to get it out, but the Knights bring it right back in, and now restarting from behind the net, it's Ian Moore who banks it ahead and out center ice. Dowd recovers, bouncing it into the Anaheim zone. Zellweger collects. He gathers it in, upright wing off the stick of McTavish. It'll trickle in behind Hart, who comes out to get his first touch. Hart rims it around the boards, and away come the Knights the other way. Brandon Saad being back checked by Gauthier, and there's a turnover. Right in front was Hanifin all alone, and a big save by Dostal. Now Sissons can't get a shot through from the high slot, and the Ducks will skate it back. But Gauthier on the back check took out one of his teammates as well as Saad, and that opened up a lot of ice in the Anaheim zone. Hanifin jumped into the hole.
Well, speaking of Sissons, what a play, an area pass to Hanifin. Here come the Ducks.
Broken stick for Seneca as he took the shot, and it went off the side of the net. Granlund has to track it all the way back through center. Bad change for Vegas. A quick up, and Trouba rifles one off the blocker of Hart, and he blockered it right past. Seneca was coming right down the slot with that new stick. Knights get it in, and Theodore floats it towards the net. It bounces between the circles, finally collected by Trouba, who moves it up the wall. Not out. Theodore got inside on Seneca, trickles back to Dostal, and he will cover up.
Well, Alexis, she asked earlier in the pregame show about the veteran games played number and the overall total of games on the Vegas Golden Knights side compared to the Anaheim Ducks side, and we're starting to really see that come into play. I mean, it's just the details. Too many failed clears for the Anaheim Ducks. I mentioned in the Honda Keys of the game that the puck placement, that's going to be big time, but it's not even the puck placement. The Vegas Golden Knights, they are just getting back extremely fast, and the Anaheim Ducks aren't really having a chance at puck recoveries. They need to recover the puck on a lot of these forechecks.
Face-off to the right of Dostal. Shots 5-2 in the early going in favor of the Golden Knights. Vegas, when leading a series 3-2, is 6-3 all-time in game sixes. The Ducks have never lost a game 6 at Honda Center. They're at perfect 7-0. They trail 1-0 here in the opening period. Right off the draw, Eichel gets it to Marner, moves it over, and Rasmus Andersson from the right circle just missed. Boy, set plays off face-offs in Vegas with their face-off acumen, able to execute some. Now Hutton with a shot from the top of the left circle that's blocked to the near boards as Harkins got in front of that. And now Lacombe will start out for Anaheim. Up the left side, Ross Johnston gets the pass and gets it in. Hart again out to play it. Oh, and he nearly gave it away. Harkins cut that off, but he lost an edge. Couldn't possess. To the line, John Carlson leaves his skates, goes high to knock it down, keeping it in the zone. He'll do the same a second time, and now a regroup for the Golden Knights, and Hutton will play it off the back of the net for Marner.
Yeah, Harkins, he intercepted Hart's exit pass there, but he just was not anticipating it and blew a tire.
Icing call here against the Golden Knights. Anaheim Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Ducks versus Knights Game 6 is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Smart insurance for smart people.
Well, if you're just joining this broadcast, I got bad news for you, because the opposition, the Vegas Golden Knights, are currently leading this game by a score of 1-0, 13:23 remaining in the first period. That goal coming off the twig of Mitch Marner and a between-the-legs beauty, assisted by William Karlsson and Shea Theodore.
It came just 62 seconds into this Game 6. And now a face-off back in the Vegas zone to the right of Carter Hart. McTavish to oppose Dowd on the draw. First period's troublesome throughout the regular season and playoffs for the Ducks. They are now -7 in goal differential in opening periods in the postseason. Puck to the corner off the draw. Viel ties his man up. Hutton comes over. Korzak to Dowd, who goes through the middle but not out. Ian Moore brought it across the blue line and back in. The play is deemed offside. We will step aside. A fast start for the Golden Knights in Game 6. They lead the Ducks 1-0. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 15th through the 28th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This December, we'll bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
We're back here at Honda Center, and as we've heard several times how important the energy from the crowd and what that does to the players. Well, the crowd, they are certainly have been, for the most part, pretty silent after that last Vegas Golden Knights goal. So we're looking for any player for the Anaheim Ducks to get this crowd back in it. When life rips a slap shot your way, the right defense makes all the difference. That's where Mercury Insurance comes in. Outsmart coverage, great service, and affordable rates. Keep you covered where it counts. Get a quote at mercuryinsurance.com today.
Well, it's getting worse for the Ducks. They took a shot off the shot chart while we were away in the media timeout. Shots are 5-1 in favor of the Golden Knights.
Oh, no. We need to find out who did that, Johnny. I'm not happy about that.
The National Hockey League has been much more diligent about shots on goal this past season than ever in the past. Might have a little something to do with the wagering that goes on. Anaheim with a neutral zone face-off win, and they get the puck deep into the Vegas zone. Fanning on the puck under pressure was Rasmus Andersson. Killorn all over him, and Zellweger keeps it at the left point. Curling off the boards, unable to get a shot through is Gauthier. Loose puck collected at the side of the net, though, as Zellweger's all the way down low in the zone. Gauthier knocks down a clear, tries to whip it up the boards. It caroms to Killorn. He's alone in the high slot, double-teamed, and finally has it knocked off his stick out center. The Ducks will regroup. They're going to get a forward line change as Lacombe and Trouba play catch back in the defensive zone and tripped up at center. Trying to come through the middle is Seneca, and the game's first power play will belong to the Ducks.
Well, good things happen when you move your feet. That's what Seneca just did. Let's go downstairs for the call.
Vegas, number 22 has a 2-minute minor for tripping.
That will put the Ducks on their first JMG power play of the night.
Well, if there's one thing that can turn the tides here, Johnny, it's a power play opportunity, and they need to take advantage of this one, right? This moment in time, big opportunity. They need to move the puck quick. They got to get several chances. Whether or not they score, that's an afterthought right now. They just need to build momentum for themselves with great playmaking.
I'll do you one better. They need to score. 3 for 17 in the series on the power play.
That's totally fine if you have that in mind.
And look no further than the example of Game 5. They only had 2 power play chances in that game. And it was 2 because they scored on a major power play. They really were only given 1 power play in the game. And McTavish wins the faceoff to begin the power play. Lacombe across the top gives it back. Now gets it back and wires a one-timer wide. Rebound comes off the near side. It eluded Gauthier, kept by Killorn though. They work it across the top, and it's now Lacombe, middle of the ice. Moves it to the far boards, gets it right back, and hammers one. Did not get a deflection as it went off a Vegas defender to the corner. Seneca feeds it back to the line. Good puck recoveries for the Anaheim power play. Seneca at the pass from Lacombe, tried to move it into the middle. Eichel intercepts and heads shorthanded with Carlson the other way. Knocked away by a back-checking Killorn. Good play there.
That was a great defensive play. That's the mindset you need to have. And with that last faceoff win for the Anaheim Ducks, faceoffs here in this period now stand Anaheim with 3 wins, Golden Knights with 5.
Gauthier carries in, serves it to the left side. McTavish wires it around, and unable to catch up with it was Seneca along the end boards. Marner back the other way, shorthanded again. Marner finds an opening, great pass, and they score. Another shorthanded goal from the Vegas Golden Knights, their 4th of the postseason. It's Brett Howden, and it's 2-0.
Wow. Well, we talked about how big of an opportunity this power play was for the Anaheim Ducks. How about the patience? How about the puck work, stick handling from Marner? He goes inside, outside, and then feeds it backdoor to Howden, who makes no mistake on the finish.
Great read by Marner because he knew that only one of the defenders was a defenseman. That was Lacombe. And he had Killorn trying to play defense and skate backwards, and as a result, he took advantage, waited for the passing lane to open up. Howden has his 8th of the postseason. Hard to believe 3 of them shorthanded.
Now, that's a great point in points, Johnny, and I think of Mitch Marner. He really knows how to utilize the space given to him, right? I mean, managing how much he's respected on each puck touch. Is he respected a little bit more, a little bit less? Boy, does he know how to read those situations.
So the remaining half minute of power play time that the Ducks have becomes that much more important. They just need to try to get one back and break even on this particular power play. Second shorthanded goal of the series for the Golden Knights, and now Terry has it in the Vegas zone on the right side. Drifts to the half wall with it. 15 seconds left in the power play. Carlson fans on a pass, gives it to Terry instead. His pass across, set up by Seneca. Carlson, middle of the ice, got a tip from Granlund in front, it went wide. Leo Carlson gets to it, feeds it back to the line for John Carlson. Right side, Terry takes a shot, sticked away by Hart. Rebound was in the slot for a moment. Granlund gets a stick on it, but he can't find a teammate as he wires it around the boards. The penalty is over, and the Golden Knights are full strength. The Ducks surrender a shorthanded goal, and now midway through the first period of Game 6, they trail 2-0.
Boy, what a high IQ pass-off pad from Troy Terry on the near side, almost getting that play a second opportunity on the far side backdoor. That's what we call heads-up playmaking. And boy, that was close there on the far side.
Golden Knights whistled for icing. Just 10:04 remains here in the first period, and the draw will come all the way back to the right of Carter Hart. Ducks Hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Western National Property Management, DucksLiving.com, your new platform to score your dream apartment. Washi will lean in to take the draw against Eichel. In the ring to the right of Hart, and the Ducks control. Trouba from the right point, feeds it down low. Ross Johnston keeps it alive. Washi kicks it to the corner. 50-50 puck now as Barbashev bumps with Washi. Puck squirts across the zone, and then it'll come out to the neutral zone. Lacombe just serves it back in. Ducks have to tag up. Time and space as Korzak fires it from behind the net, and coming late through center ice, it's Eichel. He taps it up the right boards, trying to get around Trouba. Centers, missed Barbashev, and missed everybody. It'll come all the way back to his netminder, Carter Hart. He comes 20 feet out of the net to play it. Both teams trying to finish changes, and the Golden Knights throw it away in the Anaheim zone. Restart for Ian Moore, the rookie out of Harvard. Hands it off, and Mityakov will dump it into the zone. Deflected below the goal line by Killorn as he bumps there with Sissons. Puck comes loose up the wall, and Tomas Hertl just lobs it to center ice. Back to get it Mityakov. Moore helps him out. The two of them play catch. Sissons took a run at Mityakov. He lost the puck, and Saad chips it over the net, and a penalty coming up to Anaheim. Saad lifted the puck from behind the net, over the net, and as Sissons tried to shoot it in one motion, he got tripped up. And the Golden Knights will have their first power play. It's Granlund, and a critical kill coming up for the Ducks. 9 minutes to go in the first of Game 6. They trail 2-0. This is Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Hockey's not just a game, it's a clash of sticks. It's sprays of ice and crazy saves. It's slap shots and the scrape of blades. It's an endless series of touch-and-go moments that make you feel alive. Through the highs and lows, you march your way down the long road to the playoffs alongside your team, with your jersey on and your heart on your sleeve, because they couldn't do it without you. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Store is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. November 24th, Honda Center. Journey. Tickets on sale Friday 10 a.m. at JourneyMusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Makes it 2-0 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Mitch Marner with a lone assist on that last tally. 9 minutes remaining here in the first period. Plan your visit to Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, the only casino resort to be awarded the coveted AAA 5-Diamond Aware for both 2024 and 2025. UN.
Marner now has 11 points in this series alone. Granlund is off for the trip, and Vegas to the power play for the first time tonight. They win the draw in the Anaheim zone, and the pass goes through Theodore out center ice. Tracked down by Tim Washi. One-on-one trying to get through Theodore in the Vegas zone. The puck rolls off his stick to the side of the net, and Carter Hart is forced to freeze it down.
Speaking of rolling off, great job by Tim Washi to roll off Shea Theodore and guarantee an offensive zone faceoff. That was huge, right? That's the details. That's the game within the game. You do not want to have a draw anywhere else when you are on the penalty kill. Good on him.
Ducks would love to turn the tables on this Vegas penalty kill and maybe show them a shorthanded goal. That would get them back in this game. They trailed 2-0, 8:40 to go in the first period. In this series, Vegas 4 of 13 on the power play as Marner brings it in and brushes it across. He's figured in both goals here tonight. Leads the Stanley Cup playoffs with 18 points. Eichel on the left wing half wall. Plays catch with Theodore. Brings it to the middle now to Marner down low. His return pass broken up. Good stick by Trouba, and he does clear the zone.
Man, that was an uncharacteristic give up of a puck one-touch opportunity for Jack Eichel there. It went right through his wheelhouse.
Ducks aggressive at the blue line entry, and it's banded about before the Golden Knights get it to the front of the net. And a loose rebound off of Dostal for Hurdle. Pops it in the air, and it's gloved out of the crease by Mityukov.
Wow, the patience of these Vegas Golden Knights players, Hurdle being the last one in and around the blue paint, has been magical. How about Mitch Marner's goal earlier, and how about that opportunity last by Hurdle?
Ducks able to clear the zone. William Karlsson is the second power play unit for John Tortorella. Comes out, carries into the Anaheim zone. Hannafin from the point, looking for a tip from William Karlsson. Didn't get it on a long wrist shot. And Zellweger pops the puck ahead, and here come the Ducks shorthanded. Ian Moore looking for a little bit of help, takes a hit, and just turns the puck towards the Vegas net now with 15 seconds left in the penalty to Granlund.
Yeah, I don't mind those bad angle perimeter shots there. Tim Washy had one early on in the game. Here comes Karlsson.
Dishes it off down the slot. Rasmus Andersson deflects it wide of the goal. Penalty winding down as the Ducks recover possession. Out of the box, Granlund, Anaheim full strength, so they get what they needed, and that was a critical penalty kill. Now they need to go to work on a 2-goal deficit with under 7 minutes to go here in the opening period. Granlund takes the pass up the left side, eludes one check in the neutral zone, now sends it around the boards to the right corner. Seneca can't get to it, Dowd up the wall. John Karlsson collides there with Cole Smith, and the puck back into the Anaheim zone. Sisson's got it towards the goal, and Dostal out to help out his teammates, steers it ahead. Seneca will dish it off for John Karlsson, and now Lacombe stretches back up the left side. Seneca gains the line, tried to cut back as he saw the hit coming from Korzak, lost the puck. It's out center ice. Ducks bring it back in. Killorn along the right boards now will just curl it down below the goal line. Granlund returns it from where it came. Now to the right point, John Karlsson slides it across. Lacombe popping out high is Gauthier. He'll handle it for John Karlsson. The two of them play catch. Gauthier, high slot, lets one go. It comes to Lacombe, and way out comes Hart to deny that. Ducks recover possession high in the zone. Stick handling, kicking at it is Gauthier trying to keep it alive, and down on the ice was Hurdle, who finally loosens it up, and Sissons will send it the other way as the Knights go for a change.
Yeah, that was arguably the best stop so far for Hart, and how aggressive did he play that one, completely cutting off the angle from that shot on the far side for the Lacombe.
Ducks dump it in, McTavish to the front of the net. Harkins trying to get it to him, it went off his stick. Anaheim has just 3 shots on goal in this opening period that has 5:15 remaining. VL trying to force it across the blue line right in front of the Vegas bench is denied as it comes back through center ice. Leo Carlsson will restart. Ian Moore rips it rink wide through the neutral zone. VL, little touch pass to Leo Carlsson, who is offside.
Boy, was that close.
5:04 to go in the first. Vegas leads game 6-2-0. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Helping people of SoCal isn't just what we do, it's who we are at your SoCal Honda dealers. Look for our team of helpful guys and gals in blue all year long, helping by providing free gas, bringing meals to seniors, supporting teachers and veterans, handing out ice cream, and so much more. And that's not all. Every Honda dealership has sales teams ready to help you find your perfect Honda with a great deal. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big. Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Welcome back. It's 2-0. Vegas leading the Ducks here in the first period. But despite being down, we know how many times this Ducks team has fought back, even going back to the regular season. John Karlsson shared yesterday that this team can never lose sight of the game while there's changes in momentum in a game. He said that you have to stay in the moment, and it can be an emotional game, but you have to keep mentally being in the same place. And that seems like a good message for this team right now, down 2 goals.
Carlson playing in his 149th career Stanley Cup playoff game here tonight.
Well, the Anaheim Ducks had to figure that there was at least a slight chance that things weren't going to go their way out of the gate, right? And now here we are. It's how they respond that's going to count. So I really look forward to seeing how they pave the way for themselves the rest of the way.
Face-off in the neutral zone just outside the Vegas stripe, and Jack Eichel wins the face-off, but the Ducks go forward and steal the puck. Kreider had it, spun around though, and loses it. The Knights clear. Ian Moore sends it around the kick plate right back in, and Terry on Rasmus Andersson, followed up along the boards by Zellweger, who kept it in. Now he has to hustle back defensively as the Knights send it the other way. Dorofeev in on the forecheck, leaning on Ian Moore, and the loose puck picked up by Eichel, who feeds it back. Hanifin's shot from the point ricochets off the end boards, and Eichel just put it right back into the blue paint as he skated by the net. Moore lofts it back, and Kreider stays out and pressures Andersson, who circles the Vegas goal. Rasmus Andersson hit by Harkins as he got to the blue line, but the puck comes through center ice, and a restart for Anaheim. Trouba's pass steered in by Harkins, and behind the net in the trapezoid, Theodore left it there. Washi tried to stuff it on the wraparound, and Hart was at the far post waiting. Puck to the far boards. Harkins covers the point, and his long shot hit something on the way and went over top of the net. Knights clear quickly up the near wall. Marner puts it into space. Here comes Howden. He lets it go off left wing, shrugged off by Dostal. Shots unofficially 8-4 in favor of Vegas. The Golden Knights lead game 6-2-0. Just under 4 to go in the first period. Marner keeps it moving along the end boards. Ducks will recover possession, and Washi turns it back. Looking for space up the left side. Lacombe, and Howden tried to hit him, but Jackson knew it was coming, and the reverse hit decked Howden.
Yeah, I think Howden's regretting that one. That was almost a reverse hit as Jack Lacombe either had the puck or had just chipped it in. Boy, a devastating hit by number 2.
Ducks fight for the puck in the left corner of the Vegas zone. Marner trying to get it past Killorn, and he does, and it's pitchforked back out center ice. Golden Knights get to it first. Cole Smith unable to get it deep into the Anaheim zone as John Carlson knocked it away. Now Carlson gives it away on a rink-wide pass intercepted by Kolasar, and Carlson recovers to knock it away, but Anaheim is going to be deemed having iced the puck here as it goes all the way down with 2:49 to go in the opening period. Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Yamaval Resort and Casino. Play at Yamaval Resort and Casino at San Manuel. You in?
Well, sometimes they say one bad play leads to another. That's exactly what happened with John Carlson. He high-sticked it. He was notorious for gloving pucks out of the air or batting it hip length, avoiding those high-sticking. But he does that. He turns it over almost there. The Ducks actually got it back, and then he tossed a pizza up the far side, picked up by Kolasar, but luckily he recovered. Mistakes happen, it's how you recovered, and you got to appreciate his recovery.
How much adrenaline do you get when you turn a puck over like that?
Well, guys like John Carlson, he's been in the league so long.
I know you never turned a puck over.
I never did.
If, let's just say it might have happened. Does it give you a little adrenaline, defensively speaking?
I'll leave it at... No,
and a hooking call on Killorn off a face-off here, and he does not like the call.
No, he's not happy. Just his body language, slamming the door. He had words for the official, and we're getting a replay here on the Jumbotron. Yeah, his stick did get into the hands of Barbashev, holding him down. But just going back to your question there, Johnny, I trust in a guy like John Carlson to be so calm, cool, and collective in those situations. He does make a mistake, right? I mean, he got over to the far side in a hurry and negated that follow-up play.
So another big penalty kill for Anaheim. This one comes at 17-14 of the first period. And remember, in Game 3, Vegas scored a power play goal with 5 seconds left in the first period to make it 3-0. And now it's 3-0 as Theodore scores right off the face-off. The face-off prowess of the Vegas Golden Knights in this series on display again here in Game 6. A clean face-off win. Theodore walks it to the middle. I don't know if Lucas Dostal ever sees this.
Theodore waited, and waited and waited and allowed his teammates to gather in front of the Dost wall. I agree with you, Johnny. I don't think he saw a thing, especially his reaction after the fact. He was just frozen, not knowing where that puck was. Well, it was behind him. What a top shelf bomb from Theodore.
The one-time Duck, Shea Theodore's 4th of the postseason. It is 3-0 Golden Knights with 2:41 to go here in the first period, and a shell-shocked Honda Center is rather quiet at this particular moment.
Well, we knew the Vegas Golden Knights were going to come into this game prepared, but we're sure that the Anaheim Ducks were going to be right there with them. It hasn't been the case.
Golden Knights right back into the Anaheim zone on the faceoff. Lacombe intercepts a centering pass and goes the other way. And Gauthier just throws it into the middle to no one in particular as he takes the pass on right wing. William Karlsson steers it right back. Well, the Ducks just making some plays that they don't make most of the time. Very uncharacteristic plays. And again, the puck is lofted back into the Anaheim zone. Mityukov chased by Cole Smith. Loses the puck at the side of the net. Dostal swats it behind. And now it's a fire drill in the Anaheim zone. Gauthier overskates in the corner. Cole Smith on him. Taps it down low in the trapezoid. And John Carlson just nudges it ahead. Ducks fail to clear. Puck knocked down, and it's Theodore again at the line, and this one hit a body in front and ends up in the netting above the high glass. And about the only noise you hear right now at Honda Center is a few boos, because Anaheim looks as shell-shocked as this crowd sounds right now.
Well, they need to be playing the exact opposite of how they're playing in the offensive zone. They should be, to be quite frank with you, just playing with a mindset of what do we have to lose. That takes a little of that pressure off their shoulders and say, hey, look, let's just try to chip away at this. But each individual play, I got to agree, Johnny, a lot of these pucks are going into no man's land. They're just rushing the plays. They aren't getting their heads up and checking over their shoulders before they're touching the puck. They got to turn things around.
I've heard you call them hope plays.
Hope plays, 100%. Passes with zero address.
Face-off win for Vegas in the Anaheim zone. Eichel loses it along the boards. Granlund knocked to his knees, couldn't keep it alive. Ducks regroup, and now Lacombe finds Granlund on the right boards. Into the middle, his pass deflected at the blue line by Seneca, but Coghlan got a piece of it, recovers the puck, and clears it back to neutral ice. A regroup for Anaheim, and Trouba gets the feet moving up the right side. His pass does not connect with Seneca. And now Theodore restarts back in the Vegas zone.
And speaking of Shea Theodore, he is the Vegas Golden Knights' third goal scorer, making this one 3-0 for the opposition. Have the lone assist going to Tomas Hertl.
It was a face-off win for Hertl that got him that helper. And now Hertl with points in 3 straight after being a fairly non-existent part of their offense in the first half of this series. Under a minute now to go in the opening period as Anaheim having problems with the puck back in their own zone. And again, boos rain down at Honda Center. This crowd's starting to turn on them right now, and that's not good news either. Stretch pass off the stick of Leo Carlsson, enters the trapezoid, and Carter Hart moves it along. Cleared to the line. Ian Moore did not keep it in, so it's offside as Terry touches it with just 21.5 seconds to go in a rather forgettable opening period for the Anaheim Ducks.
Well, you just mentioned the name Tomas Hertl, and yes, how about his games 1 and 2, and the stark difference between those few early games and what he's brought over the last several games. I mean, the stick lifts in some of the plays last game, the goal scoring, big-time goals that he scored. He's been a phenomenal player as of late.
Stay with us. Coming up in the intermission, Alexis Downey will join us and recap this opening period as the Golden Knights' Rasmus Andersson lobs it back into the Anaheim zone. Ian Moore nudges it ahead for Troy Terry. And as the clock winds down, the fans show their disappointment in the opening 20 minutes of play here in Game 6. As the Vegas Golden Knights get 1 on the power play, 1 shorthanded, and 1 at even strength. And they ride it from an early goal all the way through to a 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of play in Game 6. Stay with us. The UCI Health Intermission Report is coming up next The Ducks have got to have this one, and they're down 3 after 1 period of play, trailing in the series 3 games to 2 to the Vegas Golden Knights, who have the lead after 1 3-0. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
BritBox has the best of British TV, period.
Let's get started.
The best mystery, period.
I like a good detective story.
The best romance, period.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
The best drama, period.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Stream the best British period dramas, including The Lady, inspired by a true story of murder and scandal, and from the world of Jane Austen, the other Bennet sister, only on BritBox. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 15th through the 28th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Enhance your game day experience with the Honda Center and Ducks mobile app. Make your visits to Honda Center seamless with ticket management, mobile food and drink ordering, interactive arena maps, and exclusive fan loyalty rewards. Stay connected to the Ducks with real-time game updates, video highlights, breaking news, stats, and more. Download the Honda Center Ducks app free in your app store now.
This is the first intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio home of Anaheim Ducks hockey.
After 20 minutes of play, the Vegas Golden Knights lead the Anaheim Ducks 3-0 here in Game 6. They also lead the series right now, 3-2. Welcome in to the first intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health. The news: UCI Health Irvine will bring Coastal and South Orange County unparalleled expertise, leading-edge treatments, and the finest evidence-based care that only an academic health system can offer. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. I'm Alexis Downey alongside Emerson Needham. Emmer, that was a period I'm sure the Ducks wish they could restart. Not looking very connected, not finding success on the power play, and on the flip side of that, giving up goals in 3 different type situations.
Yeah, and we knew that that's how the Vegas Golden Knights were going to come out in this game. We knew that. We were just curious to see what the young guns, a lot of the young guns for the Anaheim Ducks, how they were going to come out. Now, there was speed shown by Leo Carlsson. There was some great speed shown by Olen Zellweger, I thought, throughout that first frame. But at the same time, everyone was fast for the Vegas Golden Knights. And it just, you can't wait on the Vegas Golden Knights to dictate the pace of the play or worried about the plays they're going to make when they touch the puck. A lot of, and Johnny mentioned it, there were hope plays. There were plays in which the Anaheim Ducks did indeed get to those loose pucks first, and they just were playing hot potato out there. And they need to have a reverse psychology right now than what they're currently showing, and that's just saying, you know what? The fans out in the crowd, they're already going to be thrilled no matter what transpires in this game, right? Because all the experts didn't pick the Anaheim Ducks to win against the Edmonton Oilers there in that first round. A lot of the experts, at least from what I viewed, did not have the Anaheim Ducks even winning this second round. So just being in a competitive series on the forefront, and as it is, yeah, you're down 3-2 currently, but everyone just appreciates hard work and work ethic. And you know what? Just seeing you try to do your best in executing on positive plays. But right now they're getting outworked. Right now they are having, and we talked about it, Johnny and I, their hope plays, just several hope plays. They aren't getting first to a lot of the pucks dumped in on their forecheck. It has been a dominant performance so far, not only as a team for the Vegas Golden Knights collectively, but individually. I mean, just some of the world-class plays that Mitch Marner has made. It's been devastating, and they're finishing when they have the opportunity to do so. So this Vegas Golden Knights team, they've gotten better and better and better each game in the series, and this is by far, I mean, that was a very dominant Game 3 win for them. This has exceeded even those expectations, and they are full go here in this game.
Well, that's the exact message that head coach John Tortorella had for this Knights team coming into tonight, saying that he just wanted to see his club be better. They score 3 goals here in the first period. Anaheim not able to get any on 4 shots. Vegas ended up with 9 shots in that first period. And similar to that Game 3, Vegas also had 3 goals to start that game back in this same building here not too long ago. But for the Ducks, definitely looking to regroup here. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of things said in this locker room right now. This is the only opportunity that matters for this Ducks team right now. They have to win this game to stay alive in the playoffs. And I think that maybe these younger players, I mean, they're seeing that right now. This team hasn't been in this situation. They've been on the flip side of it going back to round 1, but there needs to be a sense of urgency right when they get out of the locker room.
Urgency is a great word to use in this current state. Yeah, that's exactly what the Anaheim Ducks need right from opening puck drop here in this upcoming second period. And Alexis, I just can't help but from a team collectively not doing well in the face-off win percentage column. 39% win percentage in that first frame to the opposition. The Knights 61% win percentage. So that's got to turn around. That has been a stat that we've been looking at pretty much each and every game of this series and saying we need more, and just clean wins. And even on that Shea Theodore blast, it was a clean face-off win. So it's almost one of those things where you look at face-offs, not good enough. If you look at just a few other categories, if you look at even block shots, it's a stat in which we came into this game. They've been a great shot blocking team, but can you snag a win in that category in a game like tonight? Well, so far in the block shots department, 5 for the Golden Knights, 4 for the Anaheim Ducks. They are leading in takeaway. That was that other stat that shows, you know, hunger without the puck. So it's good on that front, but is that due to not having the puck as much, right? Because even the Vegas Golden Knights, even they had 1 less takeaway. They had 2, so they're neck and neck in that category. It's just not a good sign when you haven't possessed the puck that much. Yeah, and that's a great point. But with this Ducks team right now, they didn't start how they wanted to in this game. That's led to the situation that they're in, down 3 goals to the Vegas Golden Knights. And those goal scorers in this first period, Mitch Marner, Brett Howden, and Shea Theodore. Brett Howden's goal shorthanded, and Shea Theodore's on the power play. We're going to take a break here on our first intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health. Make sure to join us when we come back.
The best way to follow the Stanley Cup playoffs is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game of every series. Behind-the-scenes playoff content you won't get anywhere else. The most NHL Edge advanced stats, keeping you up to date from round 1 through the Stanley Cup final. When it comes to following the playoffs, don't settle for anything less. The Stanley Cup playoffs are better on the NHL app.
Hey, Ducks fans! If you're looking for your next apartment home, scoring your dream apartment has never been easier. With over 165 communities throughout Orange County, the Inland Empire, Ventura, and LA, Western National Property Management and the Anaheim Ducks have you covered. DucksLiving.com. our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
The best new cars. Honda. Make the best pre-owned cars. Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Get the best value with Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Honda backed with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty at your helpful Honda dealers. Plus, every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine parts. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big, official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities of the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Welcome back to tonight's first intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health. After the first period, it is 3-0. Vegas Golden Knights leading this game and leading the series as well, 3-2. This is an all-important Game 6, and Emerson bringing in some positivity to this intermission report. If you think back to last night, the Minnesota Wild and Colorado Avalanche game, Minnesota was up 3-0 after the first period. Similar. Colorado ended up winning that game. So maybe the Ducks can capture some of Colorado's magic from last night.
I'd say there is an over 95% chance that a Ducks player brought that up in the dressing room at a certain point in this first intermission. 100%. They're all student of the game. Alexis, that's a great point. You're a student of the game. They 100% brought that scenario up. These guys love the game, and only if you love the game would you think about something like that, because you know those guys. I mean, they're watching playoff hockey, right? They're watching what's going on around the league. So I 100%. There was one guy, if not a few, that relayed that same message. So great point.
First minute in this second period, what do you want to see?
I want to see them. They're doing a pretty good job of puck placement. We talked about that in the Honda Keys of the game, but they're not getting the puck back. And that is huge. There's been too quick of offensive zone pressure times. I mean, roughly they're in and then they're right out. They got to continue to deaden the puck in the corners, but they got to somehow find a way to come up with those pucks, whether it be crashing and banging, whether it be just using more speed, anticipating it better support, trying to get on the inside. They got to get those pucks by any means necessary. They currently have not been. There's a couple times where they got it to Carter Hart, and, well, just Harkins did a good opportunity and play to try to foil that. And look, they just got to recover those pucks on their dumps.
The Ducks without Ryan Poehling tonight. Jansen Harkins, of course, a part of that fourth line for the Ducks coming in this game. Wanted to mention the other game in the NHL tonight. Montreal takes down the Sabres 6-3, the final score, and the Canadiens take the series lead 3-2. But we are focused on this game here in Anaheim tonight. 3-0, Vegas leading the Ducks going into the second period. John Allers and Emerson Needham will have the call coming up here shortly. We'll see how the Ducks are able to start in this second period. Thanks for being with us on our first intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. November 24th, Honda Center. Journey. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m. at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Hey Ducks fans! Smart drivers like you know all too well how frustrating rush hour can be. Next time you're in a jam, remember these pro tips from Mercury Insurance. Driving is kind of like hockey. Follow too closely and you could cause a pileup. So always keep 3 seconds of following distance behind other cars. Smart drivers don't rely on luck. They rely on great coverage. Switch to Mercury so the next time life throws a slap shot your way, you'll have reliable insurance to back you up. Plus, you could end up saving hundreds. Mercury. Smart insurance for smart people.
You did it again. You made us #1 in USA Today's 10 Best for the 3rd year in a row. You voted Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel the best casino outside of Las Vegas for the 3rd time. And Yamava Resort grabbed a first-time win as the best casino hotel. Enjoy the winning atmosphere at one of more than 150 gaming tables, more than 7,400 slot machines, and 5 high-limit rooms. That's not all. Grab a bite at the Pines Modern Steakhouse, voted the best casino restaurant for the 3rd year in a row. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities at the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Anaheim Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by UCI Health. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. Ducks trail 3-0 after one period of play here in a must-win Game 6 scenario at Honda Center. John Allers alongside Emerson Edom. Alexis Dowdy is with us. Just finished up the intermission report. Tim Jones is our on-site engineer, and Yair Mendoza is back at Skyview. The Ducks need some instant offense. They managed just a scant 4 shots on goal in that opening period. We talked, Emerson, about the top line and the fact that they need more from those players. Well, you look at the line for Leo Carlson, 5.5 minutes in the opening period. Did not have a shot on goal, just 1 shot attempt. And it'll be interesting to see as we move into the second period here whether or not Joel Quenneville will make some changes to his line combinations or his lineup in general. Set to begin the second period of play against the Eichel line is Washi, Harkins, and Johnston, the 4th line who began the game in the opening period. Mitch Marner has figured in 2 of the 3 goals for the Golden Knights here. He now has 11 points in this series, and the second period underway as Washi's able to win the draw. John Carlson from out of his own zone through the middle of the ice and right through Washi's stick. The puck goes all the way down, and that will be an icing infraction against the Ducks. Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Yamava Resort and Casino. Play at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. You in? In these playoffs, Anaheim now -9 in goal differential in first periods, and that mirrors what we saw from them in the regular season. Perhaps a malady for a young team, but in the regular season, the Ducks were -16 in opening periods as well. A slow start, a problem here tonight as the Ducks are now chasing the game a little bit. Puck cleared to center ice off the face-off win by the Ducks. The Golden Knights unable to get it back the other way. Ross Johnston paddles it in up the left boards and pursues. Korzak turns away from him, is able to nudge the puck up the boards. Dorofeev can't get it past Harkins, and it's kept at the line. Trouba steps into one as he gets the quick pass across from Lacombe, and that missed the net. Lacombe keeps it in as it comes up the left boards, and now trying to dig it loose is Johnston. He's pinned to the boards there. Ducks changing. Kreider comes off the bench and joins the play down low. Harkins digs it loose. Jansen Harkins takes it around the board, cycles it back for Kreider. He got involved with the referee and Dorofeev, who's able to clear the zone. Quick regroup for Anaheim as Lacombe sends it around the dasher. Hutton got a stick on it in the corner. He gets hit, and now the puck is rolled the length of the ice by the Knights, and once again, that's going to be icing against Vegas. So the Golden Knights forced to stay with the same 5 personnel out there. 1:14 gone here in the second period, and another offensive zone draw for the Ducks, who I'm sure want to get this puck dropped quickly, as Leo Carlson comes over the boards now to take this face-off. And Eichel has taken his sweet time coming into the face-off circle. The linesman allows it. And now smartly, Eichel with a false draw. Now Carlson does win the draws. It's picked up by Seneca. He brings it to the point and pitchforks it down low for Kreider. Ducks work it around the perimeter. Shot off the boards, rattles off the end of boards, and Seneca digs it right into the slot, and Kreider tries to make a pass. The fans don't like that because he was alone in the slot, didn't shoot the puck. Now Seneca off the boards to the far post, and just missing the redirect was Leo Carlson. He was at the far post. John Carlson takes the drive. Kreider got a touch on that. Zellweger pinches up the left boards, trying to keep it in. Knights still have the same personnel out there. Anaheim trying to keep the puck alive. And Dorofeev will glove it down and bring it to center. He just wants to dump it in and change, and he will.
Well, how about that last blast by Carlson and Kreider getting a touch on it? He was in that perfect spot right in front of the eyes of Hart there. That's exactly how they got to play the rest of the way.
Granlund has it knocked off his stick as he brings it back into the Vegas zone, but it's followed up by John Carlson, who kicks it to the corner. Golden Knights play it across the zone right to Mitnyakov. His shot got a little tip from Killorn, went just wide. Good read there as Mitnyakov saw Killorn driving the net. Knights come up with the loose puck, and now Marner settles it and angles it up the boards and out.
Well, Johnny, maybe, just maybe, they can claw their way back into this game if they can continue to play like this.
Well, one shift at a time and just try to chip away right now. Long way to go. 17:15 to go second period. 3-0 Vegas. Carlson for Vegas brings it in. Marner whips it across. Unable to pull the trigger was Howden. Anderson activates up the right boards to keep it in. He winds it around, and Hannafin will have to chase it back to neutral ice. Noah Hannafin trying to angle it off the boards. McTavish intercepts that, and a restart as Mitnyakov brings it out of the Anaheim zone. He and Moore paired together now, and the pass ahead to Gauthier. Little drop pass to McTavish. Bad angle shot fought off by Hart, pushed in behind the net, where McTavish got a stick on it but couldn't corral it.
Yeah, I think those pass-off pad types of plays need to transpire more often. Troy Terry had one in the first period. That was an effective play there by Mason McTavish. This near side perimeter shot, creating that second opportunity. And they need to try those types of plays, right? Hart has been phenomenal on the initial shots for a lot of these. So how about try some bad angle shots? Try to create some second and third opportunities out of them.
Icing infraction against Vegas will bring the draw back to the right of Carter Hart. You got to think one of the messages in the locker room was we've got to get more pucks to the net. Anaheim already with 3 shots on goal here in the second. They had only 4 in the entire first period. We've yet to play 3.5 minutes of the middle frame.
Yeah, and Vegas had 5 block shots there in that first frame.
Face-off win for the Ducks. Gauthier taps it back. Lacombe across. And Trouba's first shot block came right back to him. He kept it in the zone. Hannafin in the corner goes up the near boards, and Lacombe activates to keep it in. Now it's a puck battle along the wall as Washi pushes to the corner. Lacombe fell to his knees trying to keep the puck alive. It gets through him, and Colasar trickles it back to center ice.
Well, I don't think Jackson Lacombe fell on his own there. I mean, the puck was right there. I'm surprised they didn't call a tripping on that.
Washi carries back in up the left side. Another bad angle shot, and Carter Hart just absorbs that. And we get a little pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Hey, Ducks fans, looking for your next apartment home? Scoring your dream apartment has never been easier with over 165 properties throughout Orange Country, the Inland Empire, Ventura, LA, Western National Property Management, and the Anaheim Ducks got you covered. Lease an apartment through ducksliving.com and receive the ultimate Ducks package when you move in, including 4 tickets to a Ducks game this season, an authentic Anaheim Ducks home jersey. How about that? Ducksliving.com, our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
And you take away the empty net goal in Game 2. The Ducks have scored more than 2 goals in only 1 game in this series. That was the win in Game 4, 4-3 over Vegas. And they're going to need at least 3 tonight to keep this game going, so they're going to have to put some pressure on Carter Hart. Eichel to take the draw now against Kreider as Leo Carlsson was thrown from the circle. It just sits on the dot, and Dorofeev able to nudge it out center ice. Numbers 2-on-1. Here comes Eichel. Eichel will take the shot, and Dostal fights that off. That's a big save. Back comes Carlsson through the middle of the ice. Serves it over on the right side. Trailing is Zellweger. And getting just a piece was Carter Hart.
What a passing play on that entry en route to a near side. Olin Zellweger for the quick wrister. Good on him. But I don't know why Olin Zellweger dived in. He pinched there on that last play, resulting on that 3-on-1 against.
It was Seneca who made the pass. Seneca back in the zone, finds Leo Carlsson, and his shot deflected by Coughlin, and that is into the netting above the high glass. 15:30 to go in the second period. Still 3-0 Golden Knights. If a Game 7 is necessary in this series, it'll be Saturday afternoon at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, and what would be slated as a 2 o'clock start.
So, Johnny, maybe on that last play where Zellweger pinched there, that is some of those teaching lessons that over the course of the last stretch since Zellweger's been out, do you think the coaching staff has probably been talking him through those types of read and reactions on those plays?
I think they've been talking to him about his pinches all season long. He's always a guy who's trying to make something happen offensively. Killorn carries into the Vegas zone, hands it off to Troy Terry as we're seeing some new look lines here from Joel Quenneville. He's moved Seneca up to play with Leo Carlsson. And now Troy Terry is playing with Granlund and Killorn. Terry has it in the neutral zone as Anaheim will regroup and Ian Moore retreats. His pass goes through Mitnyakov, and now it's a 50-50 puck in the corner, and Tomas Hertl wins it for Vegas. He gets behind the net, fends off a couple different checks. Now leaning on him is Ian Moore. Got it to the point. Long shot blocked on the way by Mitnyakov. Right in the slot it landed. And a fluttering puck. Howden couldn't get much on the shot. Is easily gloved off by Dostal.
How about the determination by Tomas Hertl there? I mean,
he's a big man, isn't he?
Yes, and how he kept that puck to the outside from the near side corner to the far side. He fended off Mintyukov to start, and then, for the lack of better terms, manhandled Ian Moore there, the far side corner. And that is just the intensity that a guy like that has brought over the last 3 or so games. But that's the type of veteran mindset that you need. He's got it.
6'3", 215. He's so good at using that big frame to protect the puck when he does possess it. Face-off win for the Ducks in their own zone. Trailing 3-0 here in the second period of Game 6. Pass deflected in by Ross Johnston. Hart out to play it and around the boards. The Knights unable to clear. Howden had it knocked away by Trouba, and Viel goes in on the forecheck. Puck to the line. Trouba able to keep it in momentarily, but Korzak headmans it the other way, misses his target, and that'll result in an icing call against the Golden Knights. Ducks Hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Western National Property Management. DucksLiving.com, your new platform to score your dream apartment.
Yeah, Johnny, I just don't know how many times I've seen Jeffrey Viel and other guys who we usually see them so far ahead on the forechecks. He crashed and banged there, finishing his hit on the far side on that play, but we haven't seen many devastating hits on forward one and on a lot of these forechecks for the Ducks.
Boy, I go back to that first goal. Remember, the Ducks were in hard on the forecheck, and
100%.
The Golden Knights moved it quickly, had a stretch pass that led to a breakaway goal, and that might make you a little frightful of doing it. Delayed penalty off the faceoff coming up to Vegas. Big rebound as Trouba comes down low, hooks it back into the goal crease. Terry says it's in. The Ducks think it's in. Hart is in the goal crease. His stick is behind the net. I don't know where the puck is, Emerson.
Well, the puck is in the net right now, and it's shoved underneath the white padding, just tucked right to the inside of the far side post.
No indication from the officials. Let's take a look at the replay, Emerson. We're getting another look at it. Trouba hit the side of the net, then turned from behind the net, threw it into the crease. Garrett Rank was on top of the net watching. He never gave any indication.
Well, it might have slid. The net might have came off the moorings, because I last saw it on the side of the net in the goal line area, and I think the net popped up and it went underneath.
There's no goal on the play. The puck enters the net from the side. There's no goal on the play. Vegas, number 71, is a 2-minute minor for tripping.
So the delayed penalty was on William Karlsson. And you could hear a good explanation there from Kyle Raymond, the referee. As you pointed out, Emerson, the net lifting up allows the puck to come in from the side instead of from the front, so no goal.
Well, your name is Johnny, so I'm going to ask you, was I Johnny on the spot right there?
You were.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Johnny.
For the Ducks, a much-needed power play. Their second of the night. And any power play they get from here on out, Emerson, is almost a must score. Yeah, trailing 3-0.
No, well said. I'm not going to disagree with that insight.
Second JMG power play of the game for Anaheim. And they're going to start with the personnel of Granlund, Leo Carlson, Terry Kreider, and John Carlson. 14:08 to go, second period. Dowd to oppose Granlund on the draw. Nick Dowd had a good face-off game in Game 5 in Vegas. He won 4 of the 5 draws he took. And Granlund, with a little help from his friends, able to win it. Leo Carlson feeds John Carlson at the line. The two Carlsons play catch on the right side of the zone, and now John brings it across and fumbles the puck. He has done that 3 different times tonight.
Yeah,
it's almost like he's got a new stick with a different lie or something.
Or maybe he's never used wax on his blade and he just picked tonight to use wax. I mean, it certainly seems like it's just rolling off his twig.
Ducks recover. Terry carries into the zone. The entry up the left side, and Granlund separated from the puck. Rasmus Andersson sweeps it away.
And you know, he's been in the league for too long. He's had too much success. He knows, right, when he's made those types of errors, that's for certain.
He carries the puck from behind the net, fends off Marner, and drops it off for Leo. Through the low, going on the right side to Terry, who carries in. Whips it back to the line, and now John Carlson, middle of the ice to the left wing half wall for Granlund. Takes a look as he draws a couple defenders. Back to the line, John Carlson winds and fires, and Carter Hart has it in the glove. A minute gone, and the penalty to William Karlsson. 13:04 remains, second period.
Well, Johnny, I was pretty zeroed in when John Carlson collected that puck near side point there. And before he got rid of it, he took a split second longer to make sure that he did indeed collect that puck with confidence. And usually he plays so quick. The fact that I was able to catch that, I'm doubling down on what I previously said. He is really thinking about his lack of execution during certain parts of this game.
Second power play unit out for the Ducks, and they win the draw. Lacombe walks the line now to McTavish on the left side. I ran on the goal line for Seneca, tried to bring it into the blue, knocked off his stick, popped into the air. Eichel failed to clear as McTavish stepped into him, but a second effort from the veteran, and Dostal stumbles out of his crease and can't stop the puck behind the net.
Yeah, there's just uncharacteristic plays everywhere so far in this game for the Ducks.
Gauthier takes the headman pass, carries through center, tries a drop pass, and waiting there to intercept and clear away is Colton Sissons. And again, a few boos rain down here at Honda Center.
Well, the PK for the Vegas Golden Knights playing extremely aggressive for their neutral zone forecheck, and also led by Polisar there early on in the PK. I mean, he's been all over the half walls on both sides.
Ducks back into the zone, under 10 seconds to go on the power play. Off the half wall, McTavish's pass deflected away. Dowd got a stick on it. Now it's a foot race as Cole Smith pressures Lacombe back in the Anaheim zone, followed up by Dowd. The penalty's over to William Karlsson. Ducks 0 for 2 on the power play tonight, and they've surrendered a shorthanded goal. They continue to trail 3-0. Knights keep possession in the zone. It's wound around the boards. Kept alive by Hurdle to the line now. Coughlin steps in on the right side. Big screen from Kolasar in front as the shot sailed high and wide. Battling up the boards is Brandon Saad, who keeps it alive in the corner. Gauthier's clear, does not get across the line as Killorn couldn't get it back. Coughlin again from the right circle, and a little rebound left laying around by Dostal. Hurdle got a stick on it but couldn't convert. And again, Anaheim just trying to flip it up the middle of the ice to clear the zone. And they get away with it here as Gauthier pokes it into the Ducks bench. And we are down to 11:23 to go in the second period. Still 3-0. Vegas leads Game 6. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Hockey's not just a game. It's a clash of sticks. It's sprays of ice and crazy saves. It's slap shots and the scrape of blades. It's an endless series of touch-and-go moments that make you feel alive. Through the highs and lows, you march your way down the long road to the playoffs alongside your team, with your jersey on and your heart on your sleeve, because they couldn't do it without you. And when you're there for your team, the NHL Store is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
California's #1 casino just got better. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is now the only AAA 5-diamond rated casino hotel in the country. Become a Club Serrano member today and enjoy added perks like exclusive rewards at Monarch Beach Golf Links and Palms Casino Resort, Las Vegas. VIP at another casino? Trade up and take advantage of the Tier and Offer Match program at Yamava Resort and Casino. Voted #1 casino outside of Vegas by Newsweek. Details at Yamava.com. Restrictions apply. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
What the Anaheim Ducks fans here at Honda Center have had as far as opportunities to stand and cheer here in this game. I mean, it has just been an absolute dominating performance by the Vegas Golden Knights, but they are cheering for the GovX salute to those who serve. And no surprise there. We thank our veterans and our heroes all season long. Chick-fil-A and the Anaheim Ducks want to give away free chicken sandwiches when your Ducks score 5 goals at Honda Center. Simply download the Chick-fil-A app and open the reward section before 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Must have location service to turn on and be inside Honda Center to receive the reward. Visit AnaheimDucks.com for details.
The devil is in the details so far here in Game 6 as Anaheim goes offside. The Ducks now 0 for 2 on the power play, failing on an opportunity here in the middle period. They've shown more life in the second. Shots have evened up 12-11 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights, but a veteran group like the Knights who know how to play with a lead are going to be a difficult team to come back against.
Yeah, I was wondering, are they going to be a little bit back on their heels and maybe have those flip plays that we've seen before, or are they going to continue to make plays? Well, they're certainly continuing to make plays here.
They overrule the offside call, so they drop it right at center ice. Knights dump it into the Anaheim zone, and out of his net to his left to paddle it away was Dostal. Kept at the line, however. Down low, Howden put it off the side of the net, and now Hutton pinches up the left side. Third defensive pair out for John Tortorella right now. The Knights now 14-4-1 since Tortorella took over, including regular season and postseason. Up the boards, Howden able to get it out of the Vegas zone as quickly as the Ducks get it in, and now Trouba retreats. He'll go indirect off the boards up the right side. Harkin's got a stick on it but couldn't get it deep, and now the Knights will go for a change as they dump it in behind Dostal.
Well, down by 3, and we're inching closer to the midway mark of this game. You just would like to see better execution as far as seeing something, Johnny. I mean, just a little bit more cohesiveness out there for the Ducks.
Knights able to clear the zone. Anderson, the defenseman, leads the rush the other way on right wing, and his shot gloved off by Lucas Dostal. And one of the rare scrums we've seen in this game develops a little bit at the tail end of the play. Ducks hockey on the Ducks Radio Network is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Ducks versus Golden Knights Game 6. Brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Smart insurance for smart people.
Well, it was a 2-on-1 rush against the Anaheim Ducks, and the puck area here on the near side was Rasmus Andersson, and he looked off the far side. He veered a little to the inside, then ended up ripping a shot. Quality save by Lukas Dostal.
Face off to the left of Dostal. Puck skitters right across the top of the crease to the far boards. Knights keep it in. Around it comes to the near corner. Dorofeev paddles it back. Eichel gives chase. He'll feed the point. Hanifin brings it to the middle. Can't get his shot through. And Granlund gets a little help from Killorn to pop it back to center ice. Bouncing puck that Barbashev keeps from going into the Vegas zone. Rasmus Andersson starts back. Veteran defenseman in his 10th year. Spent a couple of years in the OHL despite being a native of Sweden. Bounces it in to the side of the Anaheim goal, and puck battle won by the Golden Knights as Eichel keeps it alive. You know, Eichel doesn't score a lot of goals, but man, he's in the middle of everything.
And Jacob Trouba doesn't lose too many puck battles, but he just lost that one on Jack Eichel. Boy, that was as clean as it gets.
Brandon Saad hacks it into the Anaheim zone right on net. Dostal gives it to John Carlson, trying to stretch for Seneca. He spun around at center, and the puck came right to Carter Hart. Vegas netminder gives it to Coughlin. He can't clear past Leo Carlson. And now Theodore will try the other side, reversing it for Kolasar. Saad is offside as he catches up with the puck at the Anaheim stripe, and we will step aside. We are over halfway through Game 6 at Honda Center. Vegas 3 and the Ducks nothing. You're listening to Ducks Stream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. November 24th, Honda Center. Journey. Tickets on sale Friday 10 a.m. at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Hey, Ducks fans! If you're looking for your next apartment home, scoring your dream apartment has never been easier. With over 165 communities throughout Orange County, the Inland Empire, Ventura, and LA, Western National Property Management and the Anaheim Ducks have you covered. DucksLiving.com, our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
As we've experienced so many lows, I will say a stat that is somewhat of a high here. Face-offs in the second period. Anaheim with 10 wins, Vegas with only 3, so there's a start. Text the postgame show 714-439-8422, and be sure to stop by the Ducks Playoff House in Orange and join fellow fans to check out various activations, exclusive merchandise, and special guest appearances. This unique playoff hub will be open daily throughout the Ducks postseason. Admission is free and open to all. Go to AnaheimDucks.com/house for details.
Face off in the Vegas zone. William Karlsson works it to the corner. Hannafin up the boards, and Gauthier leans on Brett Howden. Puck loose to the line. Lacombe keeps it in, slides it over. John Carlson with a long one-timer. No traffic in front of Carter Hart, who grabs that one off and hangs on. It was a board battle on the right side of the zone, and there was nobody on the left side, so Carlson able to wind up. But with no one on that side of the ice, Emerson, that meant Carter Hart had a good view.
And look, he's got a bomb of a shot. We all know that from John Carlson. But boy, did he have a lot of gap there. And is this the opportunity where you just take that puck, you get your head up and try to take 1-2 steps in, wait for some traffic, or at least get a better angle at the net? I think so.
Face off to the right of Hart. Washy to oppose Nick Dowden. As they drop it, they realize that they need to do it again. 8:34 to go, second period. A thus far scoreless middle period. Vegas leads game 6, 3-0. A win for the Golden Knights, and they move on to the Western Conference Final to take on the number 1 seed Colorado Avalanche. An Anaheim victory, and the series goes back to Sin City for a Saturday afternoon game 7. McTavish to oppose Dowd on the face-off, and Vegas controls. Up the boards, off of Lacombe. The puck comes out center ice. And here comes Kolasar. He's got Cole Smith with him. Smith caught from behind by Tim Washy. And the puck to the corner of the Anaheim zone. Colasar sweeps it back to the line. Theodore across. Coughlin looking for a tip at the far post. Players strewn everywhere, and the puck comes loose to Gauthier, who starts up ice on right wing. Into the Vegas zone. He'll just send it around the boards. Hart stays put as McTavish gets in on the forecheck. Drags his man down. May have gotten away with one there. And the Knights will lob it all the way back, and this goes over the glass and out of play. This could be a penalty against Vegas. I think this will be.
Wow. Well,
yeah.
Take a listen to the call here.
Vegas penalty, number 26, 2 minutes, delay game, puck over the glass.
So it's one thing, Johnny, to get an opportunity with the man advantage. It's another thing to do something with it. And so far in this game, I mean, boy, they've had better power plays, that's for sure. So let's see what can transpire here. But I just can't help but go back to Cutter Gauthier, who's usually money, carrying the puck up with tremendous speed. He's got that puck on his backhand, one hand on his twig, and the puck at the far side red line just rolls off his twig, just so uncharacteristic. And yet another display of the weird timing going on with a lot of these Ducks skaters.
Third power play of the night for the Ducks. They're 0 for 2 and have surrendered a shorthanded goal. And they win the draw. Terry on the left wing half wall. Hands it off to Granlund. Back to the line for John Carlson. Dusts it off. Granlund, top of the circle. Behind the back to Carlson. He'll try the right side. This is Leo Carlson. His shot hit Terry on the way. Ends up in the corner. Leo gets it back. Puck in the feet of Terry behind the net. Dug out, wound around the boards, but John Carlson with the keep at the line. And a puck battle won by who else? Eichel, and he'll ice the puck, and Vegas goes for a quick change on the kill.
Well, we've seen a similar end zone structure from the same Ducks unit time and time again, but a tad too predictable right now. It's too easy because of the aggressive PK for Vegas.
Terry stick handles in, cross ice for Granlund, who scores! Mikhail Granlund gives this building something to cheer.
What a toe drag there. Far side from Troy Terry on that entry. He pulls that puck on the outside and whoop, he goes to the inside. Feeding it here to the near side on a beautiful pass, and Mikhail Granlund, my oh my, that was pinpoint, far side, right over the left pad of Carter Hart, and the good guys find themselves on the board.
Terry dangled around Shea Theodore on the entry and then went all the way rink wide. Granlund, who set a career high in the regular season with 8 power play goals, has his 3rd power play goal of the postseason. It's his 5th of the playoffs, and the Ducks are now just down 3-1. And this crowd is back in it. Puck dumped into the Vegas zone off the faceoff. A power play goal for Anaheim, and it's now 3-1. Back in the Anaheim zone, Trouba winds it around the boards, kept at the line. Hutton's long wrist shot is absorbed by Dostal, who will hang on.
Now Chris Kreider gets a failed clear there on the far side. Yes, he was under duress, but those types of pucks, they must find the neutral zone. The one good thing in similar occurrences that the Vegas Golden Knights are doing is they are passing the puck back down south for them, and they're having low support, speed behind the puck, and they're capturing a lot of those passes. Ducks got to get a little bit more creativity going their way on the defensive zone breakouts.
Granlund joins Seneca atop the goal-scoring chart in the postseason for the Ducks with his 5th. Terry and Carlson draw the assists at 12:46. And the fans are back in it as Anaheim wins the draw in their own zone. Mityakov fires it ahead off the stick of Biel deep into the Vegas zone. Hutton leans on him in the corner. Jeffrey Biel wins the puck, sneaks it to Washi. Couldn't pull it to his forehand as he had a little room in front. Biel gets it back to the point. Mityakov across. Ian Moore's shot looking for a tip goes wide. Rattles off the back of the Vegas net. Anaheim trying to make a push here. Washi pokes it to the corner. Viel crashes in. Around the boards, it's kept by Ian Moore. And reaching back to get to it, Hurdle, who didn't get it out. Granlund keeps it in this time. And no, they rule he did not, so as he taps it back across the line, the play is offside. Get your Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the National Hockey League. With mobile entry and easy transfer, you're in for every goal. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Anaheim Ducks, because when they shoot, you score. Only at Ticketmaster.
I couldn't help but go back to Ian Moore electing to have a slap shot instead of just a wrister towards the net, but a lot like the chips and clears attempted for the Anaheim Ducks. They just got to be a tad quicker.
Marner through the middle of the ice, races into the Anaheim zone and winds and fires wide. Boy, the Ducks with a little bit of a neutral zone breakdown there as Marner got loose. He's got it again in the Anaheim zone. Cuts to the high slot, stick handles. Rasmus Andersson steps up, circles the net. Now feeds it back, and Hannafin's shot off a skate skitters across the zone.
What a shift from Mitch Marner. Just dipsy doodling all over the Ducks defensive zone. He continues to be a problem here in the series.
Anaheim lives to talk about it for now. Granlund gets it in at the other end. It's lobbed back center ice. And Carlson whips it ahead. Saad is offside and frustrated with the call as he throws the puck off the boards. 5.5 to go, second period in Game 6. The Ducks with signs of life. They trail Vegas 3-1. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
Helping people of SoCal isn't just what we do, it's who we are at your SoCal Honda dealers. Look for our team of helpful guys and gals in blue all year long, helping by providing free gas, bringing meals to seniors, supporting teachers and veterans, handing out ice cream, and so much more. And that's not all. Every Honda dealership has sales teams ready to help you find your perfect Honda with the great deal. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Hey Ducks fans, smart drivers like you know all too well how frustrating rush hour can be. Next time you're in a jam, remember these pro tips from Mercury Insurance. Driving is kind of like hockey. Follow too closely and you could cause a pileup. So always keep 3 seconds of following distance behind other cars. Smart drivers don't rely on luck. They rely on great coverage. Switch to Mercury so the next time life throws a slap shot your way, you'll have reliable insurance to back you up. Plus, you could end up saving hundreds. Mercury, smart insurance for smart people.
5:30 to go in the second period. The Ducks get their first in this game. Mikael Granlund, the goal scorer, his fifth of the postseason. Emerson, how pivotal is it now for the Ducks to continue with this momentum here?
Yeah, and look, we're not seeing the high percentage playmaking from the Vegas Golden Knights that we were seeing early on. That said, you just had Mitch Marner dangle around everyone there for a stretch of time recently, so they're going to still come in spurts. We know that for Vegas. But yeah, I just think the Ducks, they're shooting when they have the opportunity to do so. I talked about being a little bit quicker on some of those shots. Ian Moore elected a clapper when he should have just wristed it, but for the most part, they're finding ways to get the puck to the net right now.
Shots are 10-8 Ducks in the second period. They've scored the only goal of the middle frame, and it's now 3-1 Vegas off the neutral zone faceoff. Puck was dumped in. Did that go in? I think it went into the Anaheim bench and back onto the ice surface, so they'll drop it again just outside the Vegas stripe. Coming into this game, Beckett Seneca riding a 4-game goal scoring streak, the first rookie in Ducks playoff history to ever do that. He's also equaled Bobby Ryan for the most goals by a rookie in a postseason with 5. Mikael Granlund has equaled him atop the goal scoring chart with his power play goal here in the second. Ducks looking for more as they win the faceoff, and Zellweger, who has points in each of the last 2 games since he came into the lineup, back in his own zone with it. Hands it off to Carlson, who flips it up the right side, and Seneca will backhand it in. Behind the net, Coughlin for Vegas, rims it hard around, getting a piece. Zellweger stayed in the zone for a moment, and then Cole Smith inadvertently ices the puck for the Golden Knights.
Hey, Ducks fans, now is the time to secure your seats for the future. This year's Select a Seat open house event will take place this Sunday at 3 p.m. Explore newly available season ticket seat locations and learn more about the Orange Alliance, the official Ducks season ticket membership program. Visit AnaheimDucks.com/SAS.
Sold out Honda Center, trying to urge the Ducks a goal closer here. Offensive zone draw off the icing call. Washi unable to win it, but it's kept at the line by Lacombe. Steps off the left point, goes rink wide. Trouba winds and fires. Shrugged off by Hart. Comes all the way to the near boards, and Lacombe again activates to try to keep it in, and the Knights will lob it back. Not far enough for icing as Trouba is back to get it.
Yeah, the Golden Knights are electing to just flip a lot of these out, stalling a lot of their puck touches here of late.
Anaheim looks much more confident now as they dump and chase. Gauthier along the boards, can't get it back to the point. And numbers for the Golden Knights. And a penalty behind the play, I believe, for interference against Vegas. They had numbers because of the interference in the neutral zone. Are they going to take... Let's see, are they taking Trouba as well? I think they are.
Vegas penalty number 26, 2 minutes interference. Anaheim penalty number 65, 2 minutes for embellishment.
Wow. So Jacob Trouba called for embellishment on the play. I've got to see that one again, Emerson, because I can't think a defenseman of Trouba's ilk is going to risk a 3-on-1 to try to draw a call.
Just based off of his body language, as we're looking up at the TV screens here in the penalty box camera, initially he was just somewhat disgusted to be in the penalty box and be in that type of situation. I mean, that is just so not him. I couldn't agree more with you, Johnny. It's just a player of that respect for the game. It's not right. I can't believe for 1 second that he would embellish anything.
So for the first time tonight, it'll result in 4-on-4 hockey. 4:33 to go in the second period. Face-off from just outside the Anaheim stripe as Dowd and Trouba sit. Loose puck to the boards inside the Anaheim line, and John Carlson able to win it back from Kyle Granlund. The Anaheim goal scorer will leave it behind the net for Jackson Lacombe. Carlson and Lacombe, the defense pair. Now Seneca takes the pass up the left side, tries to go through the triangle on Anderson. Puck deflected behind the net, and Anderson for Vegas able to move it ahead. Eichel pushing the envelope the other way, makes a move at the blue line on Lacombe, comes in 2-on-1. Dostal lunges out to knock it off his stick.
Wow, what an individual effort from Jack Eichel. He goes outside. It's a toe drag, but he also puts it between the skates of Jackson Lacombe, beats him to the inside, and almost tucks it in by sliding it far side.
Rasmus Anderson carries back in, winds it around the boards, allowing Howden to hinge it back, and now a change for the Golden Knights. Theodore tracked by Leo Carlson. Forced all the way back in his own zone. Now ahead for Howden at center. He crisscrosses with Marner into the Anaheim zone. Marner goes rink wide. Coughlin coming late. Tries to feather it into the middle. Broken up by Leo Carlson. Recovered by Marner, and he pitches it across the zone and hopped the stick of Theodore. He has to retreat through center ice. 45 seconds left in the 4-on-4 situation, as that's what remains in the coincidentals to Dowd and Trouba. Marner carries into the Anaheim zone. Dorofeev dumped in the corner. Gets back up, tries to recover the puck as Kreider is able to move it for Lacombe, and he gets a little help, and the Ducks will break out. Rink wide pass from Carlson off the skate of Kreider, and now retreating with it is Lacombe. 20 seconds in the 4-on-4 off the bench. Ian Moore gives it up on the entry. Shot high and wide by Kreider off right wing, and it'll come around the boards. And Gauthier retreats with Zellweger all the way into the Anaheim zone. Cutter Gauthier drops it off, and now Ian Moore handles it. 3 seconds left in the coincidental minors. Rink wide for Kreider, who carries in on left wing. Tries to find a trailing Zellweger. Pass too hot to handle off his stick. Out of the box come Trouba and Dowd. Now 5-on-5 as Zellweger works in the left circle. Puts it behind the net for Kreider. Couldn't return it to him. Broken up by Hanifin. Dug out by Kreider off the end boards to the line. Zellweger dishes it, heads to the slot, gets the pass, turns, fires a forehand, but cannot get that through as Dowd was in the way. Another block shot for the Golden Knights as Eichel clears. Sissons with speed picks it up and carries in on left wing. Right-hand shot is angled off by Zellweger and loses the puck behind the net. Under 2 to go in the second as Washi picks it up and races up left wing with Viel. Jeffrey Viel chipping it to the corner, and it's sent to the line. John Carlson knocks it down. Rink wide for Granlund, fresh off the Anaheim bench. Curls in the right corner and feeds the point. Lacombe with room. One-timer from John Carlson, stick to side. Carlson keeps it alive. Viel tries to go rink wide. It's tipped in the air. Granlund gloves it down. Granlund finds a little space. Again, trying to go across for John Carlson off of Vega's stick. Kept alive at the line by Lacombe. His shot, again blocked, swatted at by John Carlson. He fires it wide as it comes back to earth. And now Granlund is pushed out center ice by Barbashev. Ducks with a quick regroup. They've got numbers. Lacombe across the line with Ross Johnson. Return pass right on, and Hart made the stop. Kolasar sweeps it away. A minute left in the second.
Well, great pass-off pad from Ross Johnson, and almost on the far side, Jack Lacombe was streaking through. He almost connected on it.
Terry brings it in on the right side. Wheels with it along the half wall. To the corner, trying to open a passing seam behind the net. Cannot connect with Killorn. Theodore couldn't clear the zone as Killorn gets rocked. Loose puck that Terry can't come up with, and Eichel will skate it out. 35 seconds in the period. Jack Eichel into the Anaheim zone, wide on right wing. Takes it in behind the net. Looking for someone coming late. Tries to go across the crease. That went off the stick of Dostal. Howden kept it alive for Marner. Little two-man game between those two. Howden sends it back into the trapezoid. Racing in to get it is Dowd. Again entangled with Trouba. Those two come together a second time. Ducks fail to clear. Rasmus Andersson, top of the right circle, winds and fires. Friendly fire. That hit Marner. 5 seconds left in the period. Smith chases the puck around the boards. Terry clears the zone, and that's going to do it. A second period that saw the Ducks finally get on the board. And then Rasmus Andersson spills Killorn after the whistle. Dowd is in there as well. But the Ducks not only get one back, Emerson Edom, in that second period, you got the feeling down the stretch of that middle frame that they also grabbed a little momentum.
Well, how much of a root cause and a beneficiary to that whole stretch, at least the last shift and a half, was the play of Olen Zellweger. I mean, just an Energizer bunny through and through. And everyone was really feeding off of him. It's just his play, his speed, him just being all over the ice and really pushing the pace really set the tone for the next shift and a half, 2 shifts thereafter. I mean, that was incredible playmaking by him. And, yeah, they gained confidence. You got to love that response there, too, at the end. Killorn goes down. It was a clean hit by Rasmus Andersson, but late nonetheless in terms of only about a second or so left on the clock. Troy Terry and company didn't like it, so good on them for sticking up for their teammate.
A 13-9 shot advantage in the middle frame for Anaheim. They get one back on the power play, and now just down 2 as we head into the second intermission. And we know, you and I have watched this team all season long, a 2-goal deficit is not insurmountable for the Anaheim Ducks. They're going to have to overcome it if they're to extend their season here tonight. We are through 40 minutes of play. Coming up next is our second intermission report. The Ducks trail the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 6 after 2, 3-1. You're listening to Ducks Stream, powered by TuneIn.
BritBox has the best of British TV, period.
Let's get started.
The best mystery, period.
I like a good detective story.
The best romance, period.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
The best drama, period.
Welcome to the grown-up world.
Stream the best British period dramas, including The Lady, inspired by a true story of murder and scandal, and from the world of Jane Austen, the other Bennet sister, only on BritBox. Start your free trial at BritBox.com.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Memorial Day sale and get 30% off paints and stains May 15th through the 28th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This December will bring something amazing. a place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big, official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
This is the second intermission report on Duckstream, the official 24/7 audio network of the Anaheim Ducks.
Welcome back to tonight's second intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health. The new UCI Health Irvine will bring coastal and South Orange County unparalleled expertise, leading-edge treatments, and the finest evidence-based care that only an academic health system can offer. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. John Allers alongside Emerson Edom. 2 periods in the books in Game 6 of this Western Conference second-round Stanley Cup final matchup between the Vegas Golden Knights and Anaheim Ducks. Vegas leads the series 3-2. Vegas leads Game 6 3-1 with 20 minutes to play. Emerson, it seemed like the Ducks found their legs a little bit in that second period. We talked about the fact that they outshot Vegas 13-9 in the period. How much of that do you attribute to the fact that Vegas was a team playing with a 3-goal lead on the road?
Yeah, no, they were sitting back a little bit, right? And they were clearing pucks. They weren't looking for those defensive zone exits that they were a little bit early on in the game. And I can't help but, Johnny, look at the stat of faceoffs, right? I mean, it must have gave the Anaheim Ducks way more confidence.
Well, you talked about the improved play in the faceoff circle in that period.
And 100%, and how much that does from a confidence standpoint. You're just overall starting each play with the puck, and you have first crack of the can as far as creating offensive looks. So, yes, they started each play with the puck more. That had a lot to do with their confidence, combined with the weird structure from the Vegas Golden Knights and the mentality of somewhat sitting back. Yes, it was a little bit that the Anaheim Ducks were pressing and swarming, but there were times where the Golden Knights had 5-10 feet of gap and still decided to flip the puck out. So hopefully that trend continues for the opposition, leaving more time and space to make plays for the Ducks.
We haven't talked a lot about it in this game. Obviously in that second period, as a result of the fact that we didn't call his name a whole lot, Lucas Dostal. Some of the chances that Vegas has had in this game that they haven't finished on have been golden opportunities, grade A chances, a couple of breakaways, partial breakaways, and what have you. It is imperative, if Anaheim harbors hopes in coming back in this game and extending this series, that Lucas Dostal has to remain perfect, isn't it?
No, 100%. Yeah, no, you can't give up any more than you already have, and especially you don't want to kill the momentum, right? You don't want to kill the momentum, and the momentum I'm talking about is the Anaheim Ducks for the better portion of that second period was the better squad, and they had a big-time goal. And this is funny, Johnny, because think about how solid overall Carter Hart has been playing throughout this series, pretty much every game, and how long bomb of a shot that Mikael Granlund's shot was. Yes, it was pinpoint, but the fact that out of everything tossed at him, it was a shot that was from very deep out. Certainly it was a long bomb of a pass to the point where he had enough time to come across and set his angle. And it's just kind of surprising that, yes, pinpoint, not taking anything away from the shot. That was a great high velocity, perfect in accuracy of a shot, but, you know, it was pretty far out. So, look, maybe they found something that they can expose out of Carter Hart.
So Leo Carlsson picks up an assist in that second period. He has 3 shot attempts in this hockey game. None have found the net. The Golden Knights in the last 8 periods of this series have held him to 2 shots on goal. Do you see anything? Do you notice anything that Vegas is doing to reduce the effectiveness of number 91 or neutralize him?
He's used to having the puck on his twig a whole lot more than he has, right? I mean, just by eye test throughout the course of the season, we're used to calling Leo Carlsson's name a whole lot more. It just hasn't been the case. Have they taken
away the neutral zone for him?
I just think they are keeping an eye on him. I think they're gapped up even prior to when he gets the puck. No question. The video that they've watched on what offensively do they want to take away from the Anaheim Ducks? I mean, how much offense, how much puck carrying, how much of number 91 controlling the game and generating offense? That's the bulk of Anaheim's production if you really think about it, just with the first two lines. So 100% they are gapping up. They are closer to him each and every time he's been a receptor of the puck, and they're going to continue to play him hard because it's been effective.
And as much as the first round was a coming out party in a lot of people's view for Jackson Lacombe, he has been neutralized in this series as well. Lacombe a -2 so far tonight. Now -4 in this series with just the 1 point. You got to think, looking ahead very quickly before we go to break, the Ducks are going to throw the kitchen sink at the Vegas net in this third period. My question to you is, at what point do you start gambling? Because you've got plenty of time, 20 minutes of hockey to go. Is there a point in the game where maybe the scoreboard dictates being a little more, doing a lot more gambling?
Yes, I want to answer that follow-up point, but just in terms of Jackson Lacombe, he's been beat quite a bit, right? He let Mitch Marner get past him on that first breakaway goal against, or partial breakaway. It was kind of a 50-50 battle, but he gave Marner the lane there. You got to have your head on a swivel. You can't have anyone beat you to that puck. So there's a number one, but how about Eichel beating Lacombe again on the near side entry, putting between his skates on a one-on-one play? That was another play that was just like, oh boy, but it's not Jackson Lacombe. It is just the opposition's best players rising to this occasion. As far as throwing everything at this Vegas Golden Knights team, yes, you need to throw everything at them, but you can't overdo it. A lot like Olin Zellweger pinching on that play earlier, right? So it's still that balancing act, but yes, they need to be the aggressors here in this third and final frame.
Ducks get one back in the second. They trail the Knights 3-1 through 2 periods of Game 6. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
The best way to follow the Stanley Cup playoffs is here. The NHL app is your place to get every highlight from every game of every series. Behind-the-scenes playoff content you won't get anywhere else. The most NHL Edge advanced stats, keeping you up to date from round 1 through the Stanley Cup final. When it comes to following the playoffs, don't settle for anything less. The Stanley Cup playoffs are better on the NHL app.
Anaheim, listen up. Grove of Anaheim has big concerts and comedy coming. We've got the heavy-hitting anthems of Slaughter and iconic riffs of Blue Oyster Cult. Looking for some laughs? Don't miss comedy from legends Fred Armisen and Adam Ray. And high-energy pop with Ali and AJ, playing songs from their new album and the hits that everyone knows and loves. Tickets are available right now at groveofanaheim.com.
Hey, Ducks fans! If you're looking for your next apartment home, scoring your dream apartment has never been easier. With over 165 communities throughout Orange County, the Inland Empire, Ventura, and LA, Western National Property Management and the Anaheim Ducks have you covered. DucksLiving.com, our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
You did it again. You made us #1 in USA Today's 10 Best for the 3rd year in a row. You voted Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel the best casino outside of Las Vegas for the 3rd time. And Yamava Resort grabbed a first-time win as the best casino hotel. Enjoy the winning atmosphere at one of more than 150 gaming tables, more than 7,400 slot machines, and 5 high-limit rooms. That's not all. Grab a bite at the Pines Modern Steakhouse, voted the best casino restaurant for the 3rd year in a row. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include a comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities of the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Vegas on top 3-1, and we are in the UCI Health second intermission report. John Allers and Emerson Edom with you. Game 6, Vegas looking to close the series out. The Ducks trying to send it back to Sin City on Saturday afternoon for a 7th and deciding game. So the Ducks trailed 3-0 after 1, now down 2 heading into the third period. We know anything's possible, Emerson, with this team this year. 26 comeback wins this year. 9 of the 2-goal or more variety, that's what they're facing here, and 12 third period comeback wins. How much do you rely on that as a club going into this situation in a must-win game?
Well, you got to rely on the guys who have got it done late in games time and time again, right? I think of guys like Mikael Granlund, who has just continued to step up when it matters most. So I think your mindset is, how do we give those guys the open ice? How do we give guys like Mikael Granlund the time and space, have them find the dead spots, and have these set plays kind of orchestrated around the guys who have shown that they can get it done, right? And we know that Jay Woodcroft, the guy who late in these games is orchestrating a lot of these plays, he's thinking that. He's got that on his mind that, hey, who has come up big for us? Guys like Beckett Seneca late. Guys like, I just mentioned it, and he's just come up so big so many time again. Mikael Granlund, that those are 2 names that come to mind that they're going to be looking extra hard over their shoulder, the Ducks puck carriers, to make something happen. So I can't wait. I look forward to this, Johnny.
Ducks have nothing to lose in the third. Discover how a marsh can be healing. Get ready for a place born of the healing powers of breakthroughs and tranquility. This is where community meets innovation, where game-changing research takes place beside soul-affirming nature. All in the name of a healthier Orange County. Discover the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. This has been the UCI Irvine second intermission report, brought to you by UCI Health. 3-1, Vegas has the lead after 2, the third period. Coming up when we return, you're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
The best new cars. Honda. Make the best pre-owned cars. Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Get the best value with Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. Honda backed with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty at your helpful Honda dealers. Plus, every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine parts. To save on certified pre-owned Hondas, search your local Honda dealer today.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Anaheim Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Ducks.
Enhance your game day experience with the Honda Center and Ducks mobile app. Make your visits to Honda Center seamless with ticket management, mobile food and drink ordering, interactive arena maps, and exclusive fan loyalty rewards. Stay connected to the Ducks with real-time game updates, video highlights, breaking news, stats, and more. Download the Honda Center Ducks app free in your app store now.
Hey Ducks fans! Smart drivers like you know all too well how frustrating rush hour can be. Next time you're in a jam, remember these pro tips from Mercury Insurance. Driving is kind of like hockey. Follow too closely and you could cause a pileup. So always keep 3 seconds of following distance behind other cars. Smart drivers don't rely on luck. They rely on great coverage. Switch to Mercury so the next time life throws a slap shot your way, you'll have reliable insurance to back you up. Plus, you could end up saving hundreds. Mercury. Smart insurance for smart people.
Invite all your favorite people to the next Ducks home game at Honda Center. Host your guests in a private suite, and the memories you'll create with them will last a lifetime. Amenities include comfortable space for anywhere from 15 to as many as 40 friends, a hefty food and beverage credit, access to all the amenities at the club level, reserved parking, and much more. For inquiries, visit hondacenter.com/rental suites.
Welcome back in. The third period is right around the corner. It is a 3-1 score as we get closer to puck drop. John Allers is stepping back into the booth, and we're still waiting on Emerson Edom.
Thanks, Alexis. Third period in the offing. And you know the Ducks are going to throw all they have at the Vegas net here. Carter Hart will be tested in this third period. Anaheim with a 13-9 shot advantage in that second period. And it'll be interesting to see how Joel Quenneville manages his lineup in this third period. How long. If we get later into the period, Lucas Dostal stays in net. Anaheim has to keep the 3 on the board if they hope to have comeback aspirations. The crowd has stayed. They're back in the game at Honda Center and hoping that their Ducks have done the same. Underway in the third as Granlund wins the draw all the way back behind the net. And Olin Zellweger has it there. Up the right side for John Carlson. His rink-wide pass taken off the boards by Granlund. Tried to nudge it ahead, but it's lofted back into the Anaheim zone instead. Golden Knights get towards the front of the net, but a bouncing puck eludes both Eichel and Barbashev. Terry wheels with it and now goes rink wide for John Carlson. Tries to go up the right boards. Granlund gets it the rest of the way in. Behind the net, Rasmus Andersson picks it up, being tracked behind the net by Killorn and now tied up. They both go down, kept at the line by Lacombe, who will wind it around. Right corner, Trouba activates to keep it alive. Back around, Lacombe had his stick lifted, kept though by Seneca. Leo Carlson across the top, Trouba off the boards, kicked out, got his own rebound. His Hart had a little trouble with it. It bounces between the circle. Carlson took a swat at it, couldn't connect. Picked up by Seneca, and the helmet comes off of Carter Hart, bringing a whistle as he grabs that off with the glove.
Well, you mentioned Carter Hart having a little bit of trouble with that pass-off pad shot from Jacob Trouba at near side. I think going back to the pass-off pads, those have been the types of shots that have probably garnered the most difficulty for Carter Hart to stop. I mean, he just kicks those out, and that's allowing those second and third looks at it. So I think the Anaheim Ducks got to continue for those bad angle shots and try to generate those second and third chances.
Yeah, it turned into a little bit of a changeup. I don't think it had as much on it as Seneca wanted, and as a result, it became more troublesome for Hart, who is given a moment by the officials to readjust, get the headgear back on, make sure everything fits, and look at a face-off to his left. A minute not yet gone in the third. Leo Carlson beaten on the draw by William Carlson, and the Knights escape the zone. Marner gets center red, hard around and in. Deflected to the line, and Theodore kept it in. It rolls back towards the Anaheim net, and Lacombe stretches it up the left side, but he missed Seneca with it as he tried to turn and catch the pass in one motion. The rookie unable to do so, and the puck goes all the way down for an icing.
Hey, Ducks fans, we want to hear from you. How are the good guys going to claw their way back into this game? Text us your thoughts by texting the postgame show, 714-439-8422. We'd love to hear your messages.
Draw to the right of Dostal. 15 saves on the evening for him, and it's a clean face-off win for Leo Carlson. Ducks try to stretch it, and falling down was Coughlin to keep Kreider from getting to that puck as it was a little one-on-one battle. Now a turnover the other way, and Howden into the Anaheim zone. Poke checked away by Dostal.
What an aggressive poke check right there. If it weren't for that, Howden might have had the lane to the near side post.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to try to pull it back across, and Lucas with a good read. Puck along the board, still in the Anaheim zone. Ian Moore trying to dig it loose. Gauthier above the puck. Now back to the line. Hutton slides it across. Korzak has nowhere to go with it. He skates to the corner and sends it off the side of the Anaheim net. Killorn got it to the line, but not out, and now I'm not sure, is the net off behind Dostal? I think it is. Yeah, that's the reason that they've blown the play dead.
Yeah, good eye there, Johnny. And, well, if you give the Vegas Golden Knights too many stretches of puck possession time, as we just saw over that last shift or so, it's going to obviously stall the momentum for the Anaheim Ducks. They're so much more effective when they are making plays in their O-zone as they were the shift prior. But, boy, now they're going to have to solve the Golden Knights face-off play here. Upcoming to the right of Lukas Dostal.
Tomasz Hertl to oppose Tim Washi, two of the best face-off men for both teams. Hertl's got that left hand so low on the stick.
I noticed that too.
He falls and the puck squirts to the middle of the ice. Zellweger off to the races. Up right wing for Gauthier. Hits the brakes. Cuts against the grain. Finds a trailer. It's Washi. He fired it wide. Boy, he had some speed. Ducks keep it alive along the near boards. In behind the net, Noah Hannafin picks it up for Vegas and uses the boards to swing it out.
What an entry for the Anaheim Ducks. What a near side pass from Cutter Gauthier across to Tim Washi, and good on Washi for outweighting Tomasz Hertl's triangle. His stick, he's able to thread the needle with that shot.
Hertl lobs it back into the Anaheim zone. John Carlson just goes around the boards and out, and the Knights send it back in and go for a change. Carlson again to get it, and he throws it up the boards right to Barbashev. Barbashev into the slot, and Dorofeev scores. Pavel Dorofeev has done it again, his 8th of the playoffs, and the Vegas lead is 4-1.
Wow. You want to talk about coming up so big for your hockey club? It doesn't get much bigger than that for the Golden Knights. I mean, top of the circle, just to the inside of the far side dot lane, and he absolutely rifles it. He's, from our vantage point, on that far side, but he comes near side, tucking it right over the right pad of the dose wall. What a blast.
Dorofeev had 2 in Game 5, and he now leads the Stanley Cup playoffs with 8 postseason goals. In this series, that is his 4th. And that took a little air out of the building as the Ducks again trail by 3. Seneca in the Vegas zone to the left boards, tries to feed it back to the point. Lacombe across, Trouba's wrist shot off the blocker of Hart straight up in the air. Granlund lets it come to earth, and Seneca takes it to the corner, spun around by Eichel. The two of them tie one another up, and Barbashev, who will get the assist on the goal, just lobs it out of harm's way to center.
Did Mikhail Granlund have a back pass? I think he waited for that puck
I think you're right.
Out of midair. He turns around and lets it deflect off of his back en route to Seneca's twig. I mean, that was impressive stuff.
Just when you think you've seen it all, right?
That's the first for me. I mean, that was incredible.
Ducks get it into the Vegas zone again, poked up the boards and out, and over comes Zellweger to send it cross ice back into the Vegas zone. Hannafin just jams it out. So this veteran Vegas team waited for their chance, and not only do they sit on a lead, but they add to it here early in the third. Marner in the slot fires wide. Rasmus Andersson keeps it in. So the Knights with their foot firmly on the gas right now as Anaheim's trying desperately to get back in this game. Leo Carlson and Terry can't bring it through the neutral zone. And now McTavish retreats. The Let's Go Ducks chant begins at Honda Center. Anaheim trying to give him something to strengthen that call as Ross Johnston battles along the boards in front of the Vegas bench. John Carlson it's Harkins pokes it into the zone, and Ross Johnston goes wide, tried to center back, but didn't connect with Harkins.
Well, there's several missed passes, one of them on the far side from Jacob Trouba. I don't know if I've seen a game with this many missed passes from the Ducks. It's just been so uncharacteristic at times. Pavel Dorofeev is the man that extended his team's lead, now 4-1 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. That was a lone assist by Ivan Barbashev.
Turnover at center, and it's Saad and Hertl who bring it into the Anaheim zone from behind the net. Hertl all the way to the right point. Coughlin with a one-timer. Waving at it to try to tip was Saad as it sailed wide. Ducks move it back up the right boards, and now Seneca fans on a cross-ice pass, gets it back and does get it ahead to Lacombe. Turning on the left boards with it is Granlund. Coming in late, John Carlson. His shot didn't get through, blocked in front, and Theodore paddles it away. Shea Theodore leads these playoffs in blocked shots, and he just added another one to his collection. Bad change for the Golden Knights. Headman pass for Seneca, and he's caught at the last minute by Hannafin. Boy, it looked like there was a lot of room for Seneca, but Hannafin closed quickly.
Well, Hannafin, we'll have to continue to monitor him. After that play, he was wobbling.
Here comes Gauthier right down the slot. Takes a poke at the rebound as it was under the right pad of Carter Hart, who was looking behind him. But he stays on top of the puck long enough to get a whistle and will get a break. The Golden Knights lead Game 6 4-1 with 13:58 to go in the third. You're listening to Duck Stream, powered by TuneIn.
Hockey's not just a game. It's a clash of sticks. It's sprays of ice and crazy saves. It's slap shots and the scrape of blades. It's an endless series of touch-and-go moments that make you feel alive. Through the highs and lows, you march your way down the long road to the playoffs alongside your team, with your jersey on and your heart on your sleeve, because they couldn't do it without you. And when you're there for your team, the NHL store is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLShop.com. A Fanatics experience.
Enhance your game day experience with the Honda Center and Ducks mobile app. Make your visits to Honda Center seamless with ticket management, mobile food and drink ordering, interactive arena maps, and exclusive fan loyalty rewards. Stay connected to the Ducks with real-time game updates, video highlights, breaking news, stats, and more. Download the Honda Center Ducks app free in your app store now.
Hey Ducks fans! Smart drivers like you know all too well how frustrating rush hour can be. Next time you're in a jam, remember these pro tips from Mercury Insurance. Driving is kind of like hockey. Follow too closely and you could cause a pileup. So always keep 3 seconds of following distance behind other cars. Smart drivers don't rely on luck. They rely on great coverage. Switch to Mercury so the next time life throws a slap shot your way, you'll have reliable insurance to back you up. Plus, you could end up saving hundreds. Mercury, smart insurance for smart people.
Back at Honda Center, 13:58 to go in Game 6. Vegas 4, the Ducks 1. Tonight's broadcast is property of the Anaheim Ducks Hockey Club. Any rebroadcast of tonight's game, either whole or in part, without the express written consent of the Anaheim Ducks and the National Hockey League, is strictly prohibited. Anaheim may have to throw caution to the wind here in the third if they hope to extend their season. Down 3 goals. Face off to the right of Carter Hart, who has had a wonderful series coming into tonight. In the series of goals against of just 2.19 and a .928 save percentage for Carter Hart. 18 saves so far this evening, as off the faceoff, Leo Carlsson is dumped, puck to the corner, and Gauthier goes in after it, kicks it up the wall. Eichel joins the fray, can't get it out. Gauthier pushes it deeper. Coughlin from behind the net now chases to the near side, and up the near boards Dorofeev with a redirect to center. Ducks regroup and bring it right back in, and Eichel again is quickly on top of Lacombe. Anaheim rims it hard around, and Trouba activates, tries to feed the right point. Gauthier a little late in getting there. Eichel forces the puck to center.
It's just yet another missed pass there, and you had a missed pass not too long ago. It was a whiff that Johnny had mentioned from Beckett Seneca. So the missed passes, whiffs, it continues to be a trend.
Ducks on the rush, scampering in wide on left wing. Zellweger was running out of racetrack, so his bad angle shot is grabbed off by Hart, who will hold on.
And those missed passes, Johnny, it's not like, and I'm not trying to knock the Anaheim Ducks fourth line or last deep pair, but it's some of these missed plays, missed passes have been from the Anaheim Ducks' best players. I just mentioned Beckett Seneca. Leo Carlsson's had a couple. And, of course, we just talked about it, John Carlson with quite a few, and 4 giveaways so far in this game, to be exact.
13-11 left. And another offensive zone draw for the Ducks here as Washi comes over the boards. Joined by Terry and McTavish this time, so we're seeing a lot of different line combinations from Joel Quenneville. And it's a face-off win for the Golden Knights, as Nick Dowd able to control that one. It's lobbed the length of the ice, though, quickly by the Knights, and that'll be icing, so just 9 seconds off the clock, and they'll do it again back in the Vegas zone. Golden Knights forced to stay with the same personnel. We'll see what Joel Quenneville goes with. He'll get a fresh line out there as Viel comes out. Granlund and Seneca rounding out this threesome. Again, Dowd to take the draw for the Golden Knights. And it's a clean win for Dowd again. Rasmus Andersson again pulls out the sand wedge and lobs the puck to the neutral zone. Knocked down there by Zellweger, who takes a big bump from Marner. Loose puck in the logo, picked up by Seneca, who hurries the other way. Return pass off his stick, right on, kicked out by Hart. And Zellweger has his stick slashed out of his hands as he goes to the side of the net for the rebound, and the Ducks are going to go on the power play. Hanifin will take a seat.
It was a clear-cut slashing call. Good on Olen Zellweger for putting his hands up. I think that really sold it.
Vegas penalty number 15, 2 minutes, slashing.
So Anaheim's 4th JMG power play of the night will give them an opportunity to again cut into the Vegas lead. 1 for 3 on the power play tonight are the Ducks.
Well, on that Mikael Granlund blast, I mean, they started to cook there prior to that, but those opportunities prior to the power play in which they scored on it wasn't pretty, so let's see if they can continue on from that last pristine power play opportunity.
Ducks are 4 for 20 in the series. And even 20%. Eichel kicked out of the circle. William Karlsson to take his place against Granlund. And again, Vegas controls, and quickly from behind the net, Theodore uses the boards to send it 200 feet.
Yeah, just how easy some of those face-off wins have been for the Vegas Golden Knights in some of the most crucial times. Oh, boy.
Karlsson turns it over back in his own zone, and Eichel just rides it around the boards and heads to the bench for a change. John Carlson starts back out again. Brushes it back for Leo Carlson. Tracked by Marner through the neutral zone and enters the Vegas end. A cross-ice pass broken up, though, as Granlund couldn't get it over to John Carlson. That clears the zone, and again, Anaheim has to tag up. Leo Carlson. Big swoop from back in the defensive zone. Hands it off to Terry. He's stripped by Marner at the line. Howden wanted to head up ice shorthanded. The puck came out and now goes the rest of the way as Vegas will change again. This Vegas penalty kill, a huge story in their playoff run and in this series. Already with a shorthanded goal tonight. Now Lacombe turns on the Jets through center and dishes to the left wing. Out of the reach of McTavish, but followed up by Gauthier to keep it in. Gauthier mans the left point now as he and Lacombe play catch on the left boards. Ducks trying to just straighten out their personnel right now. Players not in position as McTavish is double teamed in the corner. Puck dug out and a centering pass intended for Killorn, intercepted and sent the rest of the way down by Dowd.
Yet another missed pass there from the far side offensive zone corner, and they can't even get a quality shot, let alone get set up.
Lacombe's pass into the skates of McTavish, tries to get it back to Gauthier at the point, but he loses it, and here's Eichel. Short-handed, 2-on-1 with Carlson, and the pass went right through him. Comes to Theodore, who tries a one-timer. That's blocked by Lacombe, and now only 10 seconds left in the power play. Again, a shot from the point from Theodore, looking for a tip from William Karlsson. Ends up in the corner. The penalty is over. Out of the box, Hanifin, and Vegas is full strength. And again, the boos rain down as the Anaheim power play generates next to nothing.
I can't believe how close that Eichel pass was. Near side doorstep attempt. I mean, if it wasn't for the skate of a Ducks player in the net front, that could have connected with Karlsson on the near side doorstep.
Barbashev wins a puck battle still inside the Anaheim zone and now has it in the left corner. Back to the point. Theodore's shot blocked again. Tim Washy got in front of that, and he's got full control as he ladles it back. We are nearly halfway through the third period. Little touch pass for Washy through center. Tries to cut in on right wing. Cannot get around Theodore. Coughlin just throws it up the boards out center ice. Zellweger retreats with it. 4-1. Vegas leads game 6. 10 minutes to go. And it's starting to be that time for Anaheim as Trouba's pass picked off at center by Hurdle. He'll just dump it in and go for a change. Anaheim down 3 here. Might have to throw caution to the wind sooner than they would like. Seneca spins through center. Got around Hutton. Makes a pass over. Granlund comes in. Glove save. Carter Hart. Another golden opportunity for Mikael Granlund, who has Anaheim's only goal here in Game 6. 4-1 Vegas, 9:40 left. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
This December will bring something amazing. A place where 1.2 million square feet of game-changing medicine meet 300 acres of tranquility. It's a place built for everyone in Orange County and designed just for you. Prepare to meet the new UCI Health Irvine Hospital. World-class academic healthcare right here at home. Discover more at ucihealth.org/Irvine Hospital. Powered by UC Irvine.
Get ready, Anaheim. Big concerts are coming. At Honda Center, sing along with Demi Lovato and 5 Seconds of Summer, who are bringing can't-miss nights of big energy. Ready to get loud? Godsmack brings the Rise of Rock World Tour to the stage at Honda Center. Thomas Rhett is adding country flavor to Orange Country. And Somber, a powerhouse rock show, is coming to shake the arena. Tickets are available now at HondaCenter.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com and score big, Orange County's premier injury firm and official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks. At Easton & Easton, our family of litigators has more than 100 years combined experience fighting the insurance companies in all types of injury accidents. With our family, every case is personal and handled by an actual attorney. Call to speak with an attorney today at 1-833-EASTONS. That's 1-833-EASTONS. Let our family help yours at EastonLawFirm.com.
Visit EastonLawFirm.com to score big. Official personal injury attorneys of the Anaheim Ducks.
Ducks trail the Golden Knights in Game 6, 4-1. 9:40 remains, third period. Get your Ducks tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Anaheim Ducks and the NHL. With mobile entry and easy transfer, you're in for every goal. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Anaheim Ducks, because when they shoot, you score only at Ticketmaster.
Well, Johnny, there's two guys that you'd be shocked to find out, or our listeners have yet to register a shot on goal. That's Leo Carlson, 0 shots. Alex Killorn, who's been super hot, he has failed to register a shot so far in this game.
You know, talking with Alex Killorn yesterday, and I asked him, I said, you know, with the exception of the empty net goal, you guys have only scored more than 2 goals once in this series. Does that concern you? And he immediately said, Vegas defends hard. They are a good defensive team. Everybody knows it. That's kind of been their calling card, regardless of who the head coach has been. Bruce Cassidy, now John Tortorella. They pack it in the defensive zone. They challenge you to get inside, and they give their goaltenders a lot of real good looks.
And they track back so hard. I mean, how many back checks, stick lifts have we seen from them? Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Anaheim, including this game now in the series, has scored just 13 goals. And we're in the third period of Game 6. And that's a big story, because all season long, the one thing we've said about this team is they can score goals. Not so much in this series. Speed for Eichel as he's set up by Barbashev into the Anaheim zone. His shot goes wide, kept alive, and Eichel gets a chance from the left circle, and jamming up against the near side post just in time was Dostal.
Yeah, Lukasz had to be ready for that one. Here comes Killer.
Killorn tracks one down at center. Little drop pass, and walking across the crease, Granlund, a loose rebound. And that's just out of the reach of John Carlson, who came in late. Boy, Mikael Granlund has been the Ducks' best forward in this game, and not just because he scored their only goal. He's had some real good looks to score more. Now it's Gauthier. Little give and go at the blue line with Viel re-entering the Vegas zone. Around the boards to Terry on the right hash. John Carlson snaps it over. Gets it back from Gauthier now. He circles in the slot, brings it in. Leo Carlson trying to bring it right to the blue paint, and he sent it through the crease. Cross ice pass caught up with by John Carlson. Can't get it back through. And the Knights go up the middle of the ice, and it's alley-ooped into the Anaheim zone by Marner. Right now, if you're Vegas, you're just trying to get pucks deep and keep that clock moving. As they roll a change, and Nick Dowd tracks down a loose puck in the Anaheim zone. The more time you can spend kicking at pucks along the kick plate, as long as the clock's moving, the Vegas Golden Knights, I think, are liking it. Ducks forced to just airmail one out of the zone, not far enough for icing, as Kolasar back in his own end to get it. Meantime, with each tick of the clock, it's becoming an ally of the Golden Knights. Errant outlet pass against Vegas will result in an icing call. So Emerson, we're down to 7:39 to go in a game in which the Ducks trail by 3. Should we start keeping an eye on Lukas Dostal?
Oh, 100%. And a follow-up to that, how early in a game like this does he go, right? Typically, you'll see netminders leave the crease area, 2:30 mark, getting into the 2, but because they're down by 3, are they going to start looking for him to come at maybe the 4-minute mark?
Yeah, I think the deficit's going to dictate for sure. Another face-off win for the Golden Knights, and they're able to lob it to center ice. Cole Smith gloves it down and keeps it alive for Hurdle. He gets the red line and dumps it the rest of the way in. Colton Sissons jostling with Trouba in the near corner for the puck. Now a 50-50 puck as Tim Washy joins the play and kicks it along the boards. Dug out by Hurdle. He centers. Brandon Saad just goes for a skate before he's separated from the puck by Lacombe. In behind the net, Saad will track it down. Hit by Trouba, tries to center, and Hurdle will just play it back to the line. Long wrist shot off of Dostal and collected by Trouba. He rifles it to center. I do not believe Kreider got a touch on that. He did not, so as it goes the rest of the way down, icing against Anaheim.
Boy, that was a quick snapshot, far side point from Dylan Coughlin. I mean, he took a quick stick handle, but I'm just shocked at the velocity he created with how quick that release was. Let's hear your thoughts on tonight's game overall, what you want to see en route to maybe a late comeback. Text the postgame show, 714-439-8422.
Just a shade under 7 minutes remain in Game 6. Vegas 4, Anaheim 1. Golden Knights looking to advance to the Western Conference Final. Anaheim hoping to extend the series to a Saturday Game 7 in Vegas. Puck to the neutral zone. Hanifin, the veteran, slides it across, and his partner Rasmus Andersson sends it in. Slowed in the trapezoid by Dostal, but Dorofeev gets to it first. And he scores! He comes from below the goal line from a bad angle, just put it on net, and he beats Dostal 5-hole. It's 5-1.
He's as pure of a goal scorer as you could get, especially when it comes to doing it when it counts, and that's during the playoffs. Goal scorers and pure goal scorers at that find unorthodox ways to score, and that is a prime example of it. Just a mere 3-4 feet above the far side goal line. Dorofeev turns around, rips it at the skates of Lukas Dostal. It goes in.
His second consecutive multi-goal game. He has 5 goals in the last 4 games. His 9th of the postseason. It's 5-1 in Game 6. And the Golden Knights just a little over 6 minutes away from advancing to the Western Conference Final now.
Well, the frustrating part about that goal, Johnny, is how easy he made that look. I mean, he just kind of casually turned around, threw it out the skates. That was something else.
So Dorofeev, who in the regular season had 35 goals to lead the Golden Knights for the second consecutive season, and the second consecutive 30-plus goal campaign for him, has turned on the offense here down the stretch of this series. And he now leads the Stanley Cup playoffs with 9 goals. Coughlin back in the Vegas zone, now just trying to play keep away as he gets it over to Marner on the near boards, and he will alley-oop it all the way into the Anaheim zone. A lot of the faithful at Honda Center made their way to their exits on the heels of that Dorofeev goal. Still 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in Game 6. Kolasar has it in his skates along the kick plate just inside the Vegas blue line, trying to eat some time. Now it's cleared the hard way by the Golden Knights, and Ian Moore would have been first to it, so icing is the call against Vegas. And there goes Lukas Dostal to the Anaheim bench. So nothing to lose for Joel Quenneville and his charges here. He's going to go with 6 attackers and an empty net. He's got an offensive zone draw, so he gets Terry, Carlson, Washy for face-off purposes, and McTavish over the boards now. Trouba and Lacombe, the defenseman, an empty net at the other end. 5:11 to go in Game 6. Clean face-off win for Washy. Trouba walks it to the middle, over to Leo Carlson, dusts it off, fired just wide. Kept in the corner by Terry. Back to the line, middle of the ice. Trouba, his shot deflected wide. Ducks with a puck recovery. Leo Carlson plays it back to the line. Nobody home. It'll go all the way down. And Trouba back to gather it in. Leo Carlson quickly to Terry, who cuts against the grain through center and gains the zone. Stick handles his way through traffic to the left corner, then feeds the point. Lacombe had trouble with it. Back up the boards. That's knocked down. Anderson fell down. Terry centering pass off the skate of McTavish. Can't get it to his stick. Lacombe from the line. That's a high shot, and Carter Hart grabs that off. He'll hold on. The game clock now down to 4:28 remaining in Game 6. Our score: the Golden Knights 5 and the Ducks 1. You're listening to Duckstream, powered by TuneIn.
Helping people of SoCal isn't just what we do, it's who we are at your SoCal Honda dealers. Look for our team of helpful guys and gals in blue all year long, helping by providing free gas, bringing meals to seniors, supporting teachers and veterans, handing out ice cream, and so much more. And that's not all. Every Honda dealership has sales teams ready to help you find your perfect Honda with the great deal. Search your local Honda dealer today.
Hey, Ducks fans, if you're looking for your next apartment home, scoring your dream apartment has never been easier. With over 165 communities throughout Orange County, the Inland Empire, Ventura, and LA, Western National Property Management and the Anaheim Ducks have you covered. DucksLiving.com, our new platform for finding your new apartment home.
4:28 to go here in the third period. Vegas up 5-1. However, the Ducks are out shooting the Golden Knights at this point. They've had 8 shots here in this third period, similar to the last period where they were out shooting Vegas. So, hey, guys, that's a positive from this period so far.
Yes, I definitely say so. And speaking of guys who can really shoot the puck, though, Pavel Dorofeev, I mean, he's had himself a night. He's had himself a series and a playoffs overall. And he's credited with that 5th goal, the last goal scored by the Vegas Golden Knights, making this one 5-1 in favor of them. And that is currently a non-assisted goal.
Dorofeev, including the regular season, now with 46 goals. He had 37. I misspoke and said 35 a moment ago. He had 35 last year, 37 this year. Far and away the leading goal scorer for the Golden Knights in each of the last 2 years. And you talk about this team, you hear national media talk about this team, you hear the names, rightfully so, Eichel, Marner, Stone, who hasn't played the last couple games of this series. But Pavel Dorofeev, far and away their best goal scorer.
Well, and furthermore, Johnny, I mean, how about if they don't go out and get John Tortorella? If Carter Hart doesn't play how he does, oh boy, that's a turnover.
Ducks turn it over with an empty net, and it was knocked down by a high stick, says the referee, as Carlson batted it out of the air. Trouba trying to make a pass, then he deposits it into the empty net, and they say no goal.
Well, judging by...
There is no goal on the play. The puck was played with a high stick prior to the goal.
Judging by me and where I was at in my sentence, Johnny, of course I was not expecting that play to not develop. It was Jacob Trouba skating back to the far side defense's own corner. He tries to have a stretch pass to the near side blue line area. Gets picked off out of midair by Wild Bill, William Karlsson, and he puts it in the net, but they deemed it high sticking.
So Dostal comes off the bench because the faceoff comes back just outside the blue line. Vegas controls it, and William Karlsson will dump it in. We'll probably see Lucas, if the Ducks can get full control here, return to the bench as Seneca handles one off his skate, moves it ahead for Troy Terry, and he's denied in the neutral zone by Hannafin. Puck followed up, and now the Ducks get it in, and Dostal to the bench. Seneca wheels on the right wing half wall, hangs onto it, makes space for himself, takes the shot. Carter Hart made the save. Trouba comes spinning down the slot and kept it alive, but couldn't get the shot away. And Vegas will ice the puck with 3:36 remaining. And that is all that is left in the season for the Anaheim Ducks. This is a disappointing way for it to finish, but only one team wins their last game, Emerson Edom. When you take a step back and reflect on this season for the Anaheim Ducks, here we are on May 14th. They're playing Game 6 in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. I think you go back to training camp in September, had you told a lot of people around the team this is where this team would be, And I think a lot of people would say we'll take it.
Oh, 100%. And this is all icing on the cake. The fact that you made the playoffs, that is a giant step in the right direction for this organization. But the fact that a lot of the experts had predicted the Edmonton Oilers taking that first series, that's a testament to the good guys. How deep they're pushing this lethal Vegas Golden Knights team. That's a testament to this Anaheim Ducks squad. So really, everything right now is icing on the cake.
Speed for Leo Carlsson as he carries it from one end of the ice to the other into the Vegas zone. His cross-ice pass taken by Zellweger, who rims it around the end boards. Up the near side, McTavish with a keep. Eichel intercepts, and a rolling puck to center that John Carlson will get to. Knocked off his stick in front of the Anaheim bench. He gets it back from Barbashev, and McTavish with a long shot on net. Carter Hart shoots at the empty net, and this will go the length of the ice instead and be icing as he misses by about 15 feet.
Well, there's been about a shift that's played since the play I'm about to relay happened, but when Beckett Seneca, John, took that puck off the half wall here on the near side and ripped it, he's got 2 shots in this game. That might have been his 3rd. There, I'll have to wait for my stats to refresh, but you sit back and you're like, boy, wish we could have seen a whole lot more pucks like that, even from that vicinity, ripped like he did on that shot. Boy, did he get a hold of that one.
But again, looking back as we were kind of reminiscing there at the big picture, here's Gauthier, right circle, and his shot just misses wide. Seneca keeps it in. One of the great stories of what has been a great story season for Anaheim is Beckett Seneca. And here's a rookie who scores 23 goals. He makes camp as a 19-year-old. He hands it off to Lacombe, who drips a one-timer over top of the net. He's got 5 goals in these playoffs, 4 in this series. What a wonderful story, and just a big part of the very bright future that the Ducks have. His one-timer deflected to the corner here as right on cue. Now the helmet knocked off of Carter Hart again, and I think we may get a penalty. Looks like, is it Tim Washy in front?
Vegas, number 79, has a 2-minute penalty for delay of game.
Oh, they call Hart. I beg your pardon.
Wow.
He's missing a skate blade right now as he slides his way over to the bench.
Well, did they get that wrong?
Well, Seneca's one-timer was kicked out by Hart, and that's when he lost his skate blade. I should say on his left skate. We're looking at a replay right now. And as a result, he just took his helmet off. I was focused on the puck, but Hart, trying to get the attention of the officials, just reached up and took his helmet off. And that's delay of game. His helmet didn't get knocked off. He just took it off.
Well, I don't know if I've seen that sequence happen before. I mean, just the puck itself. And so now for our listeners, goalies steal that are held by the holder of the skate, they do pop out more than the typical ice skater, forward or D.
Yeah,
but
the cowling doesn't hold it as well when they go post to post and hit the pipes with their skates.
But the simple fact that that puck knocks that steel out of the holder, and of course, I mean, if you're official, you don't really see that play all too often, so you can't really fault them. I mean, yes, in a perfect scenario, they would have caught it, but
I guess if you're Carter Hart, you're thinking, I'd rather have a penalty kill than give up a goal because I can't move. I'm in the crease. Ducks have goalie pulled 6 skaters. They had control of the puck in the offensive zone. And now Anaheim will get a power play with just 2:13 remaining in the game. And they're going to keep the net empty and go 6-on-4.
So do you think they reviewed it and still felt comfortable with what they called on that initial play?
Well, you can't just take your helmet off as a goalie to get a whistle.
No,
that's
100%.
That's the penalty.
100%. He does have an argument for himself that his holder, it was tough to play net minding with that happening. So it's interesting play.
And to his credit, Hart didn't dispute the call at all. He just pushed himself over to the bench and got the blade put back in the cowling. So,
well, up 5-1, I would have had maybe a few words if he was disputing that at this point in time. But you're right.
A lot of smiles and laughs over at the Vegas bench. Here's Lacombe with a one-timer, and that's deflected into the netting. 5th power play chance of the game for Anaheim. They're 1 for 4. And now it's a matter of just 2:08 left at Honda Center. as the Golden Knights are going to move on to the Western Conference Final, where they'll face the Colorado Avalanche. Colorado, the President's Trophy winners, will have home ice advantage. And the off-season will begin for Anaheim in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. William Karlsson wins the draw for Vegas. Rasmus Andersson around the boards, and just enough to get it out center.
Well, we were reminiscing about Beckett Seneca, and he just had a puck touch there on the far side offensive zone blue line. But I couldn't agree more with the points you made, Johnny. You talked about a lot of his regular season, and boy, did he just rip that puck on the entry. He gets high twig.
Yeah, he motored right down the slot, and after he followed through in his shot, he got clipped. But Ducks aren't going to get any calls here, and save it for next year.
Well, with 5 goals in this playoff here for Beckett Seneca, yes, he had somewhat of a slow start, but when it counted most, Johnny, with already a spectacular regular season, it didn't really faze him. This level of play, this spotlight, this overall stage, I mean, he came to play here in the playoffs.
Played in every game this season as well, including playoffs, 94 games. That's a lot for a 19-turn-20-year-old player.
Well, think about Leo Carlsson had that kind of development system where he missed the odd night too, right?
On
Beckett.
Purpose, yeah, you're right.
Yes, Beckett had none of that.
Beckett has the puck off the face-off. Middle of the ice at the line, gives it to Lacombe. One-timer off of Hart to the far side. Terry recovers. 6-on-4 power play. Seneca tries again. That one grazed the outside of the goal post. Loose on the far boards, and Sissons trying to clear towards the empty net, but it's knocked down by the high stick of Seneca, and that'll bring Dostal back over the boards as the draw is going to come back into the Anaheim zone with just 1:28 remaining.
Well, is this something that we're going to see more of next season? Maybe Beckett Seneca? I mean, half of that last offensive zone stretch, it seemed like he was playing quarterback there.
Yeah, they were trying to get the puck to him,
yeah.
Right? They talk about how strong he is, and the reason they didn't have a Leo plan for Beckett Seneca this year is because he was so much stronger at that young age than Leo Carlsson exhibited. That was why they were working on that day off plan that you talked about with Leo. They wanted him to get stronger, but Beckett has proven that he's strong enough to play 94 NHL regular season and playoff games this year, and he has handled himself and acquitted himself quite nicely.
Load management. That was the term I was trying to pick up.
Dostal back to the bench as Anaheim enters the Vegas zone, knocked away from Lacombe, and Gauthier goes back to his own stripe to get it. Final minute of play in the season for the Ducks as they try to enter the Vegas zone. Granlund will carry it in through the middle, now finds Terry on right wing. He'll pull up on the half wall. And the faithful who have stayed will salute them in just a matter of seconds. Terry gets it back from Lacombe. Right in front, redirected on net. Loose, and Hart lunges to his right and covers up. 37.6 seconds left and 25 seconds left in the Anaheim power play.
Well, when that opportunity can't come into fruition, it's just not your night. That was as pinpoint of a play as you're going to get. Troy Terry with some great patience there near side half wall. He rounds the top of the circles, and a little deception, little waiting action before he has that bumper tip, that high tip play. He tried to hit Mikael Granlund, who so eloquently touched that puck to the far side. Boy, that was close.
Face off to the right of Carter Hart. Shots are 30-21 unofficially in favor of the Ducks, but the score 5-1 Vegas. Face-off win to Seneca. Comes off the left point now. Gets it back from Granlund. Middle of the ice. His shot deflected. Ends up in the near corner where Cutter Gauthier tracks it down. Loses the puck, and the Golden Knights will flip it towards the empty net. Wide again, but they're shorthanded, so no icing. And now just 20 seconds remain. Seneca circles the net. The penalty to Barbashev will expire. He's out of the box, and Vegas is full strength. Granlund at the blue line. Loses the puck, but it's picked up by Gauthier, who shovels a backhander on net. Kicked away by Hart. Back to the line. Lacombe sends one more on net. Hart makes the save and covers up. And they let the clock go down to zeros. There was a whistle. I don't know if they're going to bother to drop this puck again. They will not. The hockey game is over, and with it, the Anaheim Ducks season, as the Vegas Golden Knights have come into Honda Center and taken Game 6 by a final score of 5-1. They take the Stanley Cup second round series 4-2 and move on to the Western Conference Final as the Ducks fans salute their team at center ice.
Yeah, it just wasn't the Anaheim Ducks night. We all know that. But you want to talk about pure class, pure professionalism from the fan base here in